Oh, most days I'm filled with dread. The idea of coming in and talking to you fucking assholes. But I'm actually in a pretty good mood today.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
We the assholes or the listeners or just all of us?
You got it.
All right.
All of the above.
Good.
Yes
Okay.
to both, as my great
Good.
friend
It makes
Larry
me feel
Crane
better to
would
have
say.
a group.
Oh, you don't bum me out before we celebrate what is, and I don't mean that some people may think it's a tired, but I'm going to celebrate the Kevin Cullen anniversary today because it makes me feel good that we publicly humiliated a complete lying asshole prick fuckwad. But when I was a kid, my favorite comedian was probably Dennis Miller.
Oh, yeah.
And he was on Hannity last night, and it was just sad.
Yeah.
I saw stuff on Twitter.
Not everyone thought so.
Oh, no?
I think your boy, Jerry, tweeted, like, this is the greatest, for the first time in 3 years, he's back.
I don't follow up Jerry anymore.
And he's at his best.
I can't blame him. I saw some clips on YouTube, and he's like, yeah, Biden's not only lost his fastball, he's lost his curveball, his slider, and his knuckleball. It's just like, oh, God, what happened?
See, that's the Dennis Miller. So when a guy like you say, like, I loved Dennis Miller, I have no barometer for that because this is the guy I know.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
You can certainly go. I mean, there's recordings. You can go back.
I know. I'm just saying this is what I haven't done that with Dennis Miller. This is just what I know him as.
I mean, he was fucking hilarious. But but this happens. This generally happens. And his is almost worse because he's gotten cranky. Now, I don't care. He's conservative. God knows I don't care. He's conservative. But it's just everything now is like looks like Biden's using his cup as an N95 mask. I'm like, what does that even mean?
Then you have the stiff news guy.
Hannity's doing the thing like, I'm not condoning this outrageous behavior. Yeah. What? No. You have any of it, Steve? It just bums me out.
No, I didn't even see it. I didn't even know it went on.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard,
Is he coming back for good, or was this like a...
3 years since I've been on Fox, and things have changed over there. I noticed Donna Brazil sent over tonight's questions for me this afternoon, so they must have had some sort of shakedown.
Because she gave the questions at the debate?
I didn't remember that.
Around all day, wasting away in Mitigationville. I've got a couple steaks over here.
Mitigationville, it's kind of like Margaritaville.
Hydroxychloroquine. Going to knock back a couple azithromycin Jello shooters.
What's crazy is this bums me out. But like when he started, he did he was the cool guy who mocked the old people. That's what I liked about him. Now he's the old guy. It's weird. It's just
there's nothing you can do about that. But it's
you cannot. But you cannot be. I guess not. But.
Everyone becomes the old guy eventually.
Yeah, more of them are different because I saw that cut. So you can find a different cut. Maybe I'll laugh once because I saw two and I was like, oh God, there's not. And you're right. For guys like Jerry who are conservative, they'll laugh at those jokes.
Yeah, he's back,
which is weird because
it's been the perfect role for him.
He's making jokes about Biden.
No, it's the same one.
Same one, Steve. But he would just I don't know.
So I think the reason I never went back and looked at Dennis Miller is because I know the Monday Night Football thing was a disaster too, right? So I just always assumed
but that wasn't really his fault.
No.
I mean, that's unwinnable. People were not ready for. I thought that was a great attempt. I had no problem with it.
Yeah,
I thought the Kornheiser thing was fine.
I was going to say when they put Kornheiser in there,
it didn't work, but it also didn't work because he was working with people who weren't selling it. I forget who was Kornheiser's play-by-play guy. Was it Tirico?
Yeah, it was Tirico, Kornheiser, and Gruden. I think.
Was Gruden already there at that point?
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I thought that was the first.
That might be right.
ESPN had.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. So it wasn't Theismann?
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was Theismann, Tirico, and Korn. Yeah, you might be right.
Because it feels like, I don't know. Either way, like Tirico, I remember in the ESPN book, the oral history one, the unauthorized one, Simmons was particularly critical of Tirico. He's like, Tirico didn't fucking sell a thing. He was like, fuck you. I don't think he's saying that now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But then Simmons bought a $16 million house yesterday, so fuck do I know. He's doing it right. I'm doing it wrong, I guess. You have anything else there, Steve, or no?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll laugh.
People were endorsing this guy. I know he lost his fastball, but I've been watching
I guess
him
we know.
lately. I think he's lost his curve.
It's all right,
I think he lost his slot.
It's okay. I mean, it's a 6-minute segment. If you can't, it's all right. But I mean, that's kind of the crux of it. But yeah. What year was Kornheiser?
Do you want some 1980s Dennis Miller stand-up?
Sure.
Dennis Miller.
I wonder what this was. HBO or something?
Could be.
Thank you very much. As hard as it is to believe, we've reached the midway point in the evening's activities. And
Ron Jaworski.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
Nice to be here. It's been a long day. Got up early, had breakfast at the International
House of Pancakes.
You know, as soon as you walk into the place, there's that distinct worldwide feel, huh?
That's pretty fun.
That's
great.
I was baffled by the
complex international menu.
So I just had the flapjack du jour, and
Syrup Steward was
my syrup steward helped me with a selection.
I listened to this thing 50,000 times as a kid.
Chose a very dry maple. It was busy, but never precocious. So I'm a comedian. That's my job. Jobs are funny. There are no hard, fast rules on making it to the top, but a pretty good rule of thumb is if you make it to age 35 and your job still involves wearing a name tag, well, you've probably made a serious vocational error somewhere along the line.
All right, so there you go. There you go.
All right, yeah, he's funny.
He's fucking great. Back then,
I've never known
back
that
then
guy.
he was so great. He was fucking hilarious. But, you know, and again, political humor can be very funny, but when you're older and it always felt to me like Dennis Miller kind of became not that relevant and found that and was like, oh, I can exploit this. Because he was a syndicated radio guy for a couple of years. I'm sure you know that, Steve.
He was also, I'm guessing how this works is he's sitting around, he gets the call from Hannity's producers, and he says, all right, I got to scratch out a couple of one-liners.
Right.
And so he takes like maybe 30 minutes to write out a couple
I
of
think he's got like
lines.
a bad Twitter account, too, where he does jokes like that.
Oh,
where he's
really?
like, Biden, you know, it's like, But I mean, that guy becomes that guy.
Yeah, the Dennis Miller that I know, maybe it's the radio show that I've heard clips from, but the only older clips I've heard from him are his like TV show and radio show with Norm on.
Right.
So, which he's funny in those, but I just assume that's Norm. Like in my mind, it's Norm carrying him because I don't know Dennis.
So,
Miller.
and I think Dennis Miller was probably Norm's like a massive influence.
Sure.
On Norm. Like, you can just kind of almost tell, you know?
Yeah.
And, I mean, he was, I think, the best weekend anchor guy ever.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's when he became sort of this rocket star, and then you're doing this 30 years later. But I guess that's how it works for some guys. I don't know. It's a gig.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Fox contributorships pay pretty well.
What, when you go on, you mean? Or
Yeah, if you're paid as a contributor. He might have just been a guest last night, but if they have you in the rotation where they can call you up 6-7 times a year to do a segment, it pays pretty well.
Oh, yeah, man, he was on with, he did tours with O'Reilly.
Oof, yeah.
He like opened for O'Reilly and did all the. And
That also means anytime you write a book and O'Reilly shows
Yeah,
the
you get the
cover of it,
stamp.
it's huge. It'll catapult you onto the New York Times.
what was O'Reilly's
bestseller
word
list.
of the day yesterday? Did he have one?
No, he doesn't do word of the day anymore.
Any pithy comments?
No,
or?
he does. He does. And now for something you might not know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Are you listening to this thing?
informative.
So, sometimes, depending on when we leave here, my radio's still on RKO, and it's right at noon, and I just can't
You're
change it
old,
fast
Steve.
enough.
So you
What the
listen to
fuck else am I going to listen to?
podcast? I don't know. It's 2020.
I listen to the Financial Exchange.
What am I going to listen to other than AM radio? That's the only option I've got.
I listen to Barry Armstrong's show, so I get some financial news.
Go listen to fucking Joe Rogan with Tim Dillon. I listen to two shitheads blow him for 40 minutes on my network. last night.
I haven't even heard it yet. We didn't talk about
that
it.
was the Kirk Minihane network. Jesus, way to promote.
I hadn't heard the episode
Joe
yet.
Rogan's got enough fucking promotion. All right, Jesus Christ, what's next?
I didn't even say I
How good
heard
was the
it.
Daddy episode this week? Good God.
There's a lot of promoting of other podcasts
fucking
going
no
on in the
shit.
network.
The fuck? This is North Korea. Do I have to start killing people? I'm happy to do it.
There's only one other podcast that gets promoted, and it's the old man that yells at music.
That's correct, but that's
right,
part of our
noted.
that's part of our family.
Now.
I mean, look, if Rogan wants to put his podcast on YouTube on our channel, we'll have that conversation.
Maybe.
As long as he fucking
maybe.
as long as he plays the rules. Half of them are boring anyway with his fucking stupid MMA stuff.
Well, I'll have to listen now.
I got that
and decide.
shithead MHB sitting there licking Tim Dillon's dick.
Was it good?
Doesn't even know who he is.
I haven't heard it yet.
I have no idea either. I haven't
imagine
listened
it's
to it.
good.
I'm sure it's fine.
See,
the
you
50
got a little-
times he's been on.
You got a little promotion now. Now you know to listen.
Has MHB finally got his correction to the blog that's been read
I got
25
MHB.
times?
I got MHB. I'm running this morning listening to it, and I actually almost stopped because I was laughing. MHB is telling Mike last night in the podcast, like, look, everyone's gonna have some perspective around here. Like, all of a sudden, he's the voice
See,
of
that's
like.
what
you know.
I was saying. I was like, yeah, you say that now, but don't go on Twitter tomorrow and start yelling at people.
Of course he will.
Yeah, I know.
Of course he
But
will.
maybe he just likes it because he seems like when you talk to him, he seems fine. But I don't know. He has his breakdowns and he has his ebbs and flows. That guy.
And he's talking about this ridiculous blog thing, which I know nothing about. I don't even care about. Write whatever they want. And MHB's like, look, if they want to be taken seriously, like, I don't think they really want to be taken that
I don't know
seriously.
if they do or not.
What you're doing right now is giving them what they want. You're dancing. But MHB is so fucking crazy. He's probably the guy who wrote it.
I hadn't considered that.
Totally possible. Totally
I
possible.
brought that up last night. The KMS
That's him.
quotes thing is not a.
He'd be there.
That's a jarring
We
realization.
fought with him on this show about KMS quotes.
Many times.
Yeah, it was him.
And he was also catfishing Cullinane into thinking that he was going to come in studio, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, I mean, you know what? In a way, I admire his craziness. Like, I love the guy, but are you saying it's impossible he's running the entire blog? I say no. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
That would be...
I mean, would you be that surprised?
No, I wouldn't be, and that's what really worries me.
Even if he was doing that, I don't think he could stoop to putting in typos. Because he's a man of letters.
But that's a way to look. Then
he's making them look like the idiot.
Right. And we all know he's racist. I mean, that's not a big secret.
Of course,
established fact.
Yes.
Yes.
I think
he won't like.
Doing the show in blackface last night was a bold move, but listen, it's our YouTube channel.
Yeah, it was. We were paying tribute to Jackie Robinson.
We should do a blackface episode of the show, don't you think?
No.
Yes.
Like, hello. Definitely. Do the whole song and dance.
Mammy.
Yeah, you don't think so?
No.
I like it. And when's Al Jolson's birthday?
I'm going to consider it. Well, yesterday was Jackie Robinson Day, but he's more famous for his, vitriol against the Jewish community. The famous picture of him going to Auschwitz and laughing has always been circulated.
If anyone's known for their racism, it's Jackie Robinson.
Did you know when you made fun of Jackie Robinson yesterday that it was Jackie Robinson Day or not?
Yes.
I guess he said he mentioned it on the show.
I thought I mentioned it. Maybe I didn't.
Yesterday you did?
Yeah.
Why would you have mentioned that?
Because it was trending on Twitter all day.
Just randomly say things during the show that are trending on Twitter that I've missed over the years?
Sometimes you say healthy at home with Michael Che.
That's right. Michael Che.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh,
great guy.
He's
a nice guy. It's a nice thing to do.
He'll get Michael Che on his comedy show.
In 6 months, yes. After
we're trying to get Shane Gillis on our show, but Mike puts him on the YouTube show.
Do you want? No, I specifically asked.
I don't care.
It'd be really funny if after you sign out, you and your brother sign off, and then Dennis Miller comes on to Mike in the Minute.
That'd be great. Yeah, I would have no problem with that. What's up, Mikey? I
tell him how great he is. I'm like, I've always liked you.
That was another good Dana. He would do a good Dennis Miller, Dana Carvey too. Like,
it's funny because I was going to say he sounds a little like
what's shaking there, Lauren? He did his whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Babe.
Yeah, babe. Before I get to the other stuff, so I was on with Mayo for the YouTube channel for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
He was rattled at the start. He was General Patton compared to DEC at the start of the podcast yesterday, which I don't even understand. So DEC has me on yesterday. Go listen to it, the Men of the Fan podcast, when you're done with us and all our other stuff. And the Mayo one as well. I actually thought Mayo, once he settled in, did a pretty good job. You disagree, Steve?
I think he settled in and did a good job and then started asking about stuff that no one cares about.
Right, but that's his existence. Yeah. That's fine. So if you're DC and you had me on yesterday, right after the show, to talk about Johnny Carson, Letterman, and I don't know if you've listened to it yet, Mike, or not.
No.
Okay. It's the best in the business.
I don't know how much
it was up yet.
I don't know how much he left in. Do you think he left in most of the beginning?
I don't even know. I told him I thought he would. No?
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't checked yet.
I think the running time's like an hour and 20. I think it is.
Okay.
So if you're him and you know I'm coming on, don't you think I'm going to talk about him and DEC and their whole thing before we get into the Carson Letterman Leno stuff?
Probably, yeah. But he's an old school radio guy.
From my limited experience, the Kirk Minihane strategy is usually, you see that elephant in the room? Just ignore that.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that big. It's not even like, it's just obvious. I thought we'd talk about it for 5 minutes and laugh about it. And I did. I was like, you guys were fucking ridiculous, but like I would with anybody. Like I would with you or with Steve. And he's like, well, I guess I'll keep and try and go on next thing. I'm pretty shaken up about this. I was like, why?
That's strange because you two have done some good broadcasting together now. He's been in here.
Or we've done broadcasting together.
Yeah.
How many times did I say to him during it, I'm not mad at you at all. It's not your fault. 6 times?
Yeah, at least half a dozen.
I was like, I'm like, I just find it interesting that you guys did this. What's this? What's going on here? What's this about? You must know I want to nitpick through this stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I guess we'll do our best here to move. It was like talking to Dale Arnold for me. He's like, do the best we can to move on.
I don't know if you made it to the end of me and MHB, but he did we got to the end of the podcast. Like, I was obviously wrapping up.
I got to like 6 or 7 minutes ago.
We were obviously wrapping up, and he goes, yeah, and I don't think we need to talk about this anymore. I was like, yeah, no, we're done. Like, the show is ending.
All right.
But he was kind of like, yeah, well, now let's wrap this up after I ranted for 45 minutes.
Somebody retweeted, see if you can find it. I think it was that Shirley Liar, you know that guy? I retweeted this morning.
I saw that.
He had a tweet from Dale where Dale promoted his show yesterday, and it is the most boring. It's amazing how boring this promotion is for his show yesterday.
I disagree. I called it. I heard the promotion, and I gave Dale a call.
Guys. Big day on Dale and Keefe beginning at 10 o'clock this morning. Jermaine Wiggins is with us because it's Wednesday. NFL Network draft guru Daniel Jeremiah joins us at 10:30. We'll run down what the Patriots are likely to target in the first round and more. We all kick it off at 10 o'clock. Hope you'll join us here on Sports Radio, WEEI.
That is literally the least enticing promo I've ever heard of. There's no laughs.
He's so his eyes.
I feel
he's so dead inside right now.
Do we have that sound or no?
Yes.
Mike's call. We'll get to Mike's call in a second. But there's literally like death. You're right. There's just like, but that's what he's like all the time, Steve. He'd be like that if he was in the middle of the studio and the madness was going on.
Yeah, that just sounds like a promo they would play.
Yeah. And who driving in their car or at their house is like, Daniel Jeremiah's on. I didn't realize that. And we always start, it's Wednesday? Wiggy's here?
Wiggy Wednesday.
And we'll all start at 10? Oh, okay, I'm in. Like, what the fuck? So you called yesterday?
I did. I don't think all of it got on the air, though, unfortunately.
That's too bad. Let me hear it.
Yeah.
Let's get to the calls. Kevin's in Vermont. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. I want to get to the draft, but first I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombing. I still kind of feel like
7 years ago today.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like a sixth sense still, and when I'm around a campfire, the burning embers create a certain sensation. So I just wanted to give a shout out to that. Dale, what year did you graduate Bowdoin?
79. 617.
It's almost funnier that way. So what I asked after that was,
Did you say anything after that or no?
I got a full conversation.
With Dale?
He said, yeah.
Oh.
He said 79, and I said, really? Have you been on Wikipedia lately? And he hesitantly says, yes. And I said, that's funny because I saw the other day that you're a soup aficionado who likes Ray Bork's cream, but it's not up there anymore. Dumped. So it must have been a pretty good dump.
They mashed that dump button.
Yeah.
He's a soup aficionado.
Yes, that's what I saw.
I didn't know that.
What does that even mean, as opposed to just someone who likes soup?
He likes the cream of Bork's cum. That's his favorite. He gets
Yes.
he gets at a Panera with a sandwich. It makes him feel good.
But I could also see him saying that he's a soup aficionado, so I don't know what to believe on that damn Wikipedia.
The program director told me that I need to be a little outside the box, so I'm going to tell you something about myself. I'm a soup aficionado. Okay?
But
now
I wonder
back to
how
sports.
quickly between me asking the year he graduated and asking about Wikipedia, where he's like, this is obviously a Minihane, but I can't say hang up on this guy because it doesn't make any sense.
But how does a producer at EEI not immediately pick up on the Burning Embers anniversary of Cullen?
They're stupid. The producer for Dale and Keefe, I think, is that loser who wrote that shit column in the Globe.
Oh, yeah. It was,
he's a fucking
John
idiot.
Anderson or something?
Yeah, he's a fucking moron.
Yeah. But the marathon thing, I knew I would get away with because if I say I'm paying tribute, they're not going to dump me, you know?
Right, that's true. And Dale loves that. He's like, yep, 7 years ago. 7 years ago.
Thank you for mentioning.
I remember exactly where I was. I had Patrice Bergeron's nuts in my mouth. Delicious that day. And Renee Raincourt sang that horrible version of that song, and the fans continue to sing.
The two fist pumps.
Yes.
Maybe
the
three.
Fucking worst singer who ever lived. Remember we had him on the next day with John and Jerry, and they were like, I'm like, this guy's fucking terrible. He's a fucking hack.
What did you talk to him about?
Just like, because remember the fans sang along or whatever? And like what that moment was like.
Yeah,
John loved shit like that.
Like,
you know, because he was like a TV guy. So like, that's like a good TV news segment. He's like, in the fan, I was just like, why are we doing this fucking thing? Already at that point, I was like, get me out of here.
Yeah, I can't imagine what you'd even ask him about after, like, what was it like? But it would be the same for him as it was for everyone there.
Yeah, he was emotional, I guess. So we're all emotional. It was wonderful. Steve doesn't believe it happened. He thinks it's a military operation. But
I don't think you were that emotional.
What do you mean? No, I'm saying you don't believe the bombings. You think the bombings were...
The Tsarnaev Brothers.
You do. You don't think it was a conspiracy?
No.
If our conspiracy guys weighed in on this.
No, I mean, I think that they were... no, not on the marathon bombing. I mean, I do think that they had help. It was a conspircy, obviously, but it wasn't by the United States government. By, like, a broader terrorist network. I mean, they didn't just, like, learn how to make those bombs on their own.
True.
And Tamerlan was going to, Chechnya and getting
training. What happened to that wife?
I'm not
Catherine Russell, was that her name? Whatever happened to her?
I don't know. I know that the one of the women who was involved with the brothers who were killed earlier. Do you remember? Do you know how Tamerlan was involved with the murder of Jewish drug dealers?
The Waltham one.
Yeah,
yes.
The Waltham murders.
Yeah.
There was some woman who came to the trial and she was just insane, ranting about some conspiracy theory.
Yes.
Because I covered that for Howie. I went and interviewed the Joker's groupies.
On the all the people who
showed up there and they wanted to have his babies and everything. Right. Yeah, that was great.
He's a good-looking guy. Cover Rolling Stone.
The tousled hair.
That rag!
By the way,
that was ridiculous, that cover. That was fucking stupid. Jesus, that was dumb. Remember that?
It was sexy.
Yeah, like, his hair was tousled, and I was like, are they really doing this?
Maybe the most underrated, like, bizarre thing that's happened.
Was that,
like,
yeah, we tried
that deserves more attention, the fact that happened.
I actually canceled culture. I canceled my Rolling Stone subscription because of that. I was actually disgusted.
Can you imagine Rolling Stone putting one of the
subscription still? That was a real story.
Rolling Stone puts one of the 9/11 hijackers on the front.
I mean, there's no difference, really.
I enjoyed the sexy Bin Laden spread in the New York Times.
It's true, though. He's like putting evil on the cover every month, you know? Cosby.
Right. Cosby, like you've never seen him before.
In the George Costanza pose.
A new look. I mean, Jesus. Matt Lauer apologizes.
Matt Lauer's hot new swim trunks.
Yeah, it's
Just a few buttons undone.
And we tried to get, of course, the woman. I want to say her name was Janet Reitman, who wrote this story, the cover story for the Globe. I could be wrong. We tried to get her for Rolling Stone, rather. We tried to get her on. No chance, but it was
Wrong woman that day, I say.
That's correct.
Yes,
but it was she might have been the one who said, he's at the age where his brain isn't fully formed yet.
Yeah, Janet Reitman. It was called Jahar's
19,
World.
19, 20, whatever he was.
Yeah, it's like, he could vote. He'd go to war. Like, he's 20. You do dumb shit when you're 20. And I'm sure his older brother fucking pushed him around, but that's not a great excuse.
Yeah. One of the girls that lived in our building the day that happened was bawling her eyes out. And my friend was trying to console her and said, "It's okay. Like, they're gonna get him. Don't worry." And she said, "No, that's the problem. I'm worried they're gonna get him. Like, he was the little brother, the older one.
Let him go, please. Jeez, really."
Do you think you could have convinced Adam or Ryan to do something like that?
Yes,
with you?
I could convince Ryan for sure.
Okay.
You don't think I could
you're
convince,
so much older.
I could convince Minifans to do this stuff?
Let's do it.
Well, I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm saying this is not. Again, it's not an invitation. Do not do anything like this. But I've already threatened to shoot up every event I'm at. So.
Be Exhibit A someday.
Yeah, they will take it very seriously.
Yes.
You mentioned shooing up anything.
Yes. Do not do anything. Just listen to the podcast and go to KirkMinihaneshow.com and register for the 5K. Please do that if you'd like to. If you have the money to do it. I think we got nice feedback yesterday for it, Steve. It seemed
yes,
like it
we
went
did.
well.
Lots of interest in it.
Good. So we'll continue that. We'll have some announcements in the coming days for various giveaways for people who continue to do that. So you go to Kirk Minihane Show, is it .org or .com?
.com.
You sure?
Are we a nonprofit?
I think .org will also get you there, I believe, no?
I don't think that I bought .org.
Okay. If you go to KirkMinihane.com, does it bring you to the Boston Globe?
It does, yes.
Okay, so don't do that.
One of your enemies is squatting on that domain.
I don't have a problem with that. KirkMinihaneShow.com. And sign up. I bought 4 shirts myself yesterday.
Nice.
So so go and do that. So a bunch of Minifans are doing that. If you want to run this 5K, virtual 5K, May 23rd, with other Minifans, and good chance to go to battle with them or galvanize together here as one as we celebrate the life of David Portnoy the day after his death, May 22nd. It'd be a big boost if he did die on May 22nd for us. Be nice of him to do it. Help out the show. We'll see what happens. So go to KirkMinihaneshow.com. Get the shirt. With that, you get what Steve is calling a ticket, right?
Yes, a digital race bib. It's basically your entry fee into the 5K.
Right. And there was not a lot of complaining yesterday I didn't see,
No.
so I was pleased at that.
I did see one Reddit post.
I actually don't even go to Reddit.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
I don't know why. Who posts who you can't do that. You can't dangle that in front of my head. Who did that? Don't read it. Who did it?
I don't know.
Someone on Reddit.
Just some random.
Oh, it's not some random.
But the thing, it wasn't a tweet. Like I could put up with $40. That's kind of steep during coronavirus.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was like a well thought out critique of us. Like, is it any coincidence that this comes out right after that Dave Portnoy email about how Barstool's a business?
Well, Barstool is a business.
Yeah, no shit.
Is it any coincidence that they're trying to make money during a struggling time?
That's what it is. It's like a conspiracy that we're trying to make money.
I mean, no, as I said, I'm very clear. If you're in any financial duress right now and you feel like you can't do it, don't sweat it. It's not a big deal.
Well, the other thing is, across the board, people who run a lot of 5Ks, a lot of people who run a 5Ks have come to me and say, this is reasonable. Like, I'm surprised you're not charging more. Like, that's what you pay to run in 5Ks.
Well, I should apologize, though, because apparently up here in my ivory tower, sometimes I forget that
true.
People are less fortunate. People don't make as much money as me.
That's true.
I shouldn't have been so harsh on people.
But, look, there are people who aren't getting paid right now. I get it. You're being furloughed, whatever.
Come on. They're going to get $1,200 in Trump bucks.
Yeah,
that's true.
Give us a little bit of your Trump.
Beautiful big checks.
Give us a little bit of your Trump
Donald
money.
James.
Beautiful. Big, beautiful checks, as he said yesterday. Big.
Wouldn't it be funny if they were all oversized styrofoam checks?
That'd be great. When do they start coming?
Pence has to go to everyone's house and hand them to them.
Do I get one or no?
You do not get one, no.
I don't get one at all?
No, you make a little bit too much money.
That seems fair. Why don't I get it?
You might be eligible for a check if you have pass-through business income.
What's the number? What's a cutoff financially?
I believe the cutoff is in the $95,000 range.
That's bullshit.
For a single person.
Sounds like neither of you get.
No, annually.
Oh, gee, yeah. Well,
I should get yours.
I mean, that'd be fine. Well, but I say this all the time. So let's say you're a single, one worker house, whether it's a husband or wife. You have 3 or 4. You have 3 kids. You live in wherever, and you just lost your job. or you're furloughed and you're making $104,000 a year, I know some people may think, holy shit, but if you got 3 kids and that $1,200 could help for sure.
But aren't they adding to unemployment as well now, though?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's $75,000. So if you make more than $75,000, you don't get a check.
That's insane.
And if you're filing jointly, it's $150,000. So,
jeez, I was amazed that people can make $150,000 and just like live. Yeah, it's astonishing to me.
I can't imagine.
Weekly?
It is not. Actually.
Oh, Jesus God! I don't even know.
7, 8.
God, I haven't checked my. I don't even know if I got paid by Barstool yet. I should probably check that out.
You should look into it. Yeah.
Steve's worried about that.
I know you've been paid.
You've been checking?
Yes.
Why? You've been checking my accounts?
No, the profit and loss statements that we get.
Oh, good. We're getting paid still.
So at least they claim to have paid you.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I didn't watch much of Trump yesterday, I don't think. So 171 deaths in Massachusetts yesterday, the highest so far, I think.
That was 151, wasn't it?
I think we're over 1,000 total.
We are over 1,000. But Baker said they were saying between the 10th and tomorrow, the 17th, we're going to be kind of the peak time. Looks like we're there. And it's starting to, but you see around, I saw New Zealand is next week. They're going back. Schools are opening. Pools are opening.
Yeah,
I mean, then you wonder, New Zealand had to go back to quarantine. So
I don't think New Zealand is a good example because I'm just saying, scattered rural mountain communities.
But I just saw somewhere else where there were some state where there was 4 cases yesterday. I forget.
Yeah, one in the Midwest.
Yeah, so I mean, there's places where it's starting to work, and we're in Massachusetts, so I care about Massachusetts first and foremost. But I wondered next week if the deaths will be in the 80s and the 70s. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it seems like people are doing a pretty good job.
But I do worry, now, there were already more cars out this morning. Like, if I go for a walk, I notice more people out, so I kind of worry about that.
No, but where are they going?
Just out and about. People want to be outside. There was down the street from me, it seemed like it was someone's birthday or something.
Yeah.
They had 15, 20 people out front.
Did you call the cops?
I thought about it, but I didn't want to be that guy.
Good. Don't be doing that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, yeah, do it. People do whatever you want. But, I mean, if and I see the, like the Jerry crowd, the right-wing crowd who are saying this is free. And look, as a libertarian, I totally understand that. But, I mean, I don't know. Are you sacrificing a lot of freedoms right now?
No, but I do worry about shit. Like, now they're talking about drone policing.
Well, that's different. That's a different conversation.
That I worry about.
But for my day in, day out life, okay, so maybe I'm different. I come here, I do this. If you want to go outside, you can go outside. No one's going to do anything to you. You're not going to get arrested in Massachusetts if you go for a walk outside.
I think Massachusetts has handled it much better than other states.
I think Baker's done a good
Maine,
job. For sure,
certainly better than Michigan. I mean, Michigan's those protests they had yesterday because they're not letting them buy cucumber seeds.
Yes, that's a disaster. I would agree. So that's true, and I can only speak. I think Baker's done a pretty good job. I really do.
I do as well. I also think that the police have handled it very well. They're kind of paying more attention to the serious stuff, like last night's parade, and they're not pulling people over for just going into work or going for a walk or something.
And I also think, for most people, okay, so you can't go to your physical office. All right. So right now you're doing your job. You go for walks. It stinks. It's not a lot of fun. But, you want to go get gas, you get gas. You want to go to the grocery store, you go to the grocery store. If you want to go pick up food, you can go pick up food. For dinner, you can go pick it up from a restaurant. You can't sit in it. If you want to go get dessert, the fucking ice cream place is probably open. You want to watch. So that part of it hasn't changed much. But you're right. In different states, when you see certain things and they're writing down license plates, then it becomes a different conversation. But we're not there here yet.
No,
it seems like in Maine we are. In Maine a little more though, which is
in Maine you have cops going to break up, just like gatherings of 4 people.
Right. Yeah. Some cop comes and talks to me about that. We're having a conversation.
There's one thing I did.
A friend of the boy.
That's what I'm saying. It's your duty to rebel against unjust laws.
Bad news about big gatherings. They're saying not till 2021. It sounds like.
Well, huge ones like football ones and stuff.
Well, they said thousands. I didn't know if that meant 1,000 or more.
Oh yeah, who knows? But I mean, that was who are you talking about? Gavin Newsom or
yeah,
but he's a governor of California. I mean,
but it kind of sounded like it would be for the entire country.
Sure, but I mean, could that change in 6 weeks?
It's gone back and forth.
Seems like every day that I do not get caught in the day in day out part because it's just overreaction on both sides. Both sides are fucking stupid about this.
Yeah, I guess so.
They don't know anything, and then but you're right. I don't think do I think it's gonna be NFL games this year? I do not.
No.
I just don't think anybody's. Well, I shouldn't say. I don't think anybody's going to want to go. I think they've.
That's the part of it. It's like how much is government compelled?
Once we're ready, I'm ready to go. Maybe not that huge of gathering.
But what does ready mean?
Once they say,
who's they though? You trust these idiots all of a sudden?
I don't know. I do. I do because everyone's being overly cautious. So if they say go back outside, I'll be ready to go back outside.
So when are you okay going to a comedy show at the Wilbur? You've got tickets to go see Jim Gaffigan or something. When are you going to go hang out with 1,000 other people?
I mean, I'll know when I'm not yet, certainly, but
here's the thing. I think for everyone like you, there's 3 people who aren't.
Yeah.
So like whether you are or not, that's fine. But like, do you think? So I was looking this up because we were supposed to go to Disney. Me and the kids were supposed to go to Disney.
Yeah.
Family trip over April vacation. So I was like, geez, how much does Disney bring in revenue per year? Forget the movies and all that stuff. How much do you think they brought in 2018 from theme parks and resort fees and resort stuff at Disney?
I would say it has to be in the billions.
Yeah, I would have thought so too.
$20 billion.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
And
I thought if I said $1 billion, I thought that might be
the same thing.
Special events, regular ticket fees, hotels, because everyone stays on.
The hotels are crazy. I mean, I can tell you the hotels are crazy. I mean, they're nuts. The week is nuts. So $20 billion, all around the world. That's right now they're bringing in $0.00.
Yeah.
So next year, I think Disney will be open a year from today, probably. But what kind of hit are they going to take long term? Because you might go, but then for you, there's probably 3 families who won't go.
I do worry about that when I hear people
15
saying that. I worry that like live shows in general just might not even exist anymore.
Well, they will.
They will eventually.
Eventually, they will. But Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band, if they toured next year, playing football arenas, that's going to be a hard sell for a lot of people. 70,000 seats. People are going into restaurants, getting on an airplane, going to a movie theater.
Yeah.
I want to do all these things. I think I'm going to try to do it, but I get why people, whether they've been spooked fairly or unfairly, are spooked.
Yeah, but I think you're also not accounting for how quickly that'll change too. Like, look how quickly we all got into, all right, wear masks and don't go outside. Like,
right.
Pretty quickly that'll change.
Yeah,
whereas if we start to get back to normal, people will want that and jump at it.
It's only going to take one concert where there's a huge outbreak and a resurgence.
Well, then it's over.
Then
you're right back to where you were before. Yeah. That's why I think that's why it's worth being careful at this point. In this argument, like I said before, where hey, they're hurting businesses. Let's open up businesses today. All right, great. So they open up all these businesses today. You think fucking Dick's Sporting Goods or these places are going to be packed? No way.
No, they can be open. Like restaurants are open, but I'm sure they're not thriving.
No, but I mean, if you opened a huge store right now, you think go to Target. I don't think Target is jammed right now.
I think it's changed the way people are going to spend their discretionary income. Like you're not feeling a compelling need to go to Dick's Sporting Goods and buy a windbreaker and a tent or something like that. Right. Everyone's just kind of holding off in a wait and see mode.
What you do is you wait and you have your toothpaste delivered to you.
Right.
You could go to CVS again, I suppose. Or you can have Dr. Sheffield's certified natural toothpaste sent to you. DrSheffieldNaturals.com. DrSheffieldNaturals.com. We know the flavors: extra whitening, peppermint, sensitive care, activated charcoal, cinnamon for the adults. For the kids, strawberry banana, mixed berry chocolate. No artificial sweeteners, no artificial colors, flavors. Don't worry about going to the store. Save 10% by going to DrSheffieldNaturals.com. We fulfill orders through Amazon. If you're a Prime member, you can receive a free 2-day shipment. The oral health is covered. Go to DrSheffieldNaturals.com. The feedback has been great. You guys have been all over social media on that. Keep that up. They love that. We love that as well. DrSheffieldNaturals.com. DrSheffieldNaturals.com. Go there today. You can go to CVS. Also, you can go to Walgreens. You can go to Rite Aid. And you get a discount if you do it through Amazon. A Prime member, you get a 2-day shipment. You save 10% by going to DrSheffieldNaturals.com. Make sure you do that today. CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid. We said that. So go to DrSheffieldNaturals.com. Please do that. All right. So today is April 16th, 2020, the year of our Lord, 2020. So 7 years ago, this is incredible. And this will, we'll go through it about as quickly as we can. I don't want to make it too much of a thing, I guess. Although maybe I do. I don't know. I'm proud of the Cullen work. You know that?
You should be.
I should have won a Pulitzer for this. Cullen claims he won a Pulitzer for being on the Spotlight team but he wasn't part of that team, of course, for the marathon.
I thought I saw him in that movie.
Yes. Yeah. He claims he was part of that. But he wasn't.
Catholic priest abuse investigations.
The marathon one.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a fucking Pulitzer for the marathon.
Oh, I thought you were kidding and saying that he claims to be.
No. It was in his bio. I think it might still be.
Jesus.
But then he changed the wording. He was like, I was part of he has this weird, God, Spotlight is such a Globe jerk-off movie, too. Like, the fucking heroes. It's just
good.
So fucking stupid. And by the way, the Phoenix was first on the story. Not that matters. Nobody cares.
Really?
Yeah, the Phoenix had it first.
But no, I saw that movie, and I heard differently.
They actually have a quick throwaway line in the movie. And Stanley Tucci says to Mark Ruffalo, did you read the Phoenix story in this? And Ruffalo's like, no. Which, first of all, I'm like, you're covering this and you haven't read the fucking story in it?
I mean, Ruffalo had a lot of
Tucci's
time.
like, you should. He's like, you should. It's a good story.
Yeah, no, he says, did a few stints on the Spotlight team and was part of the team that won the Pulitzer Prize in Public Service in
I say
2003.
Pulitzer. Do you think it's Pulitzer?
I think Pulitzer is probably
How do you say
right.
Pulitzer?
Just the way I've always said it.
I almost always say Pulitzer when I say that, so I don't know.
Pulitzer Prize. Pulitzer. I don't know.
Buscemi. Go ahead.
Buscemi.
But he says it for exposing the cover-up of sexual abuse by Roman Catholic priests.
Oh, so we got rid of the marathon.
And then he says part of the team awarded the Pulitzer for breaking news coverage for the Boston Marathon bombings, and a Pulitzer finalist in commentary.
Commentary.
He had some good commentary.
So I'll backstory quickly because I've told this story. I did a year ago on my podcast, and then we went through it 2 years ago. But I do understand as new listeners, and I think people. I could tell when I tweet out this morning. I think there's a lot of the old listeners who enjoy this stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll give them a little candy for a while today.
It's also a window into all of Boston media, both that it could happen, the reaction to it, the fact that he's a columnist still now. It tells you everything you need to know about Boston media.
It's also the genesis of the relationship between the biggest, badass, best duo at Barstool Sports, Kirk Minihane and Steve Robertson.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but yeah, you're
the
right.
champions of 2019's bracket.
That's what brought you guys together.
Yes. It did. If there hadn't been the bombing, Steve, people would obviously fine. People would be much better off, but we would probably wouldn't even know each other.
Would they be that much better off?
Well, I think people who lost their limbs and lost their children and lost their parents. And,
Yeah, but the Globe got a Pulitzer.
That's true also. It's true. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, I suppose.
You still might have gone into Howie Carr to do promotion.
But here's the thing, though. Maybe, but here's the thing, though. This angered people at the Globe, which also sort of sped my demise of the EI.
Yeah.
Which led me to here. So
this was like
makes you wonder.
The bombs going off was kind of like the flap
Colin.
of a butterfly's wings that set in motion a hurricane all the way to Barstool.
Correct. So
was Joe Carr a friend?
I'm going to say it's weird to say this. If you like the show, you owe him, I suppose,
It was a great day.
thanks. But the man is not a hero. But without him,
But in some ways,
you don't get
not all heroes wear capes.
You don't get the parody. There's no Steve's a liar.
That's true.
If this guy doesn't set off those bombs,
We never know. Blind Mike fucks his mom.
Right.
No Madawaska.
that's true. This is tough.
Really naming all my great hits. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I still say he's a bad guy. Bad day for him that day. He's scum.
Overall,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
No, yes, scum. Total scumbag. So, of course, the picture of Cullen's story from 2018, April 14th, 2018. Wait, the story's April 14th?
Oh, no.
Why am I doing my Cullenversary today?
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Yesterday was
Oh,
the
no,
anniversary
I beg your pardon. No, I'm looking at the...
That's the remembrance
How?
a little later.
Wait, that would add just another layer if he wrote it the day before the bombing. We never even
filed
noticed
it. There you go, yes.
How deep is this run?
A Perfect Marathon Day, Then the Unimaginable was April 16th, 2013 is when he wrote that original story. Okay, there we go. So, but the one that got me was April 14th, 2018. And a quick backstory. So Kevin Cullen is a columnist at the Globe, which is incredible. Hated EEI. He got in the middle. He stuck his nose in the middle of the EEI stuff during my thing, I think, or something with Lou. I forget. They went back and forth, and I had always flagged him as a bullshitter. I read his stories for years. And I used to tell Jerry once in a while, like, this guy's fucking full of shit. This adds up way too nice. Everything's clean.
Yeah.
You know, he looks like a tough guy. He looks like a hero. Everyone gets together. The quotes are always perfect.
Lots of first names, no last names.
Yes. And I was like, this guy's just a fucking total bullshit artist. And I didn't really care. I was like, we'll get him at some point maybe. But then he went after us during the whole, it was during the whole Fourier thing. Where he stuck his nose in and was basically like, hey, fuck, you know. Oh, that doesn't add up.
I was going to say, that
time-wise.
doesn't line up right.
Oh, though it might, because wasn't Fourier 2017?
18, I thought.
No, because I was gone by. I mean, I would have been gone by then.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, maybe. Okay,
yes.
yeah.
I think I'm right.
Yeah.
So I think it was right around then because this is April. This is right after because the 4A thing was right around the Super Bowl.
Unfortunately, we can't go back and look at his tweets because he deleted his Twitter account after this.
Well, just look up Christian Fourier suspended for me, would you? Because I feel
How long was I at Entercom?
I feel like that was 18, like January, February-ish.
It was February 2018.
February
2018.
Okay, so that happened.
Yeah.
And Cullen got in the middle of it and like went at Lou and Christian and was like defending Shirley. And I remember looking, but he was like an asshole about it, of course, because he's a pussy to leave all his tweets. But I remember thinking, okay, good. I know you're a fucking liar. I know you're a fucking phony. I'm going to get you at some point. Good. I'm looking forward to this. So to his credit, April 14th, 2018, I used to get to the EI around 5:30, 5:25, 5:30. Jerry and I would almost get there at the same time to walk in.
How cute.
So I know it's just weird. Our cycles were, as Steve would say, we're lying. So we walk in, whatever, just a typical day. I sit at the desk. Curtis has a bunch of stories usually lined up for us. We've read most of them. But Curtis actually walks in. Once in a while, I'll have something from that morning that's hot off the presses. And he's got a big smile on his face. And I remember him dropping it and saying, "You are going to like this story." And I saw 5 years later, we feel the grief like a sixth sense. It was almost like the time he gave me that. He was so happy. The other time he was so happy was that fake Ron Borges story.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
So I see it. And I do remember we had talked a little bit, Chris and I, about how Cullen's marathon stuff was weird. It was just strange.
Right.
So I start reading this story, and the headline is 5 years later, we feel the grief like a sixth sense. So it was the 5-year anniversary of the marathon bombing. And he writes, has it really been 5 years? Sometimes it feels like a million years and a million miles away. And then something will happen. I'll see a survivor on TV or on the sidewalk in the North End or Adams Village, and it feels like yesterday. So already, I'm like, okay, I don't know. You'll see a survivor on TV or on the sidewalk in the North End or Adams Village. So just in case you don't know already, he's a city guy.
But also, like, if you're just walking around and you go, Survivor! Like, I think they're wearing their Survivor t-shirt. Right. I survived the Boston Marathon bombing.
Well, he knows them all, just looking at him. He knows, he's got like flashcards.
In Curtis' mind. In Cullen's mind, if you have a fake limb, you survive the marathon.
Yeah. I went to the Boston Marathon bombing. All I got with this lousy t-shirt.
Oh, sorry, Kev. Just diabetes.
I happened upon a house fire recently in Mattapan, which is weird anyway. I happened upon the house fire. And the smell reminded me of Boylston Street 5 years ago when so many lost their lives and their limbs and their sense of security. I can smell Patriots Day 2013. I can hear it. God, can I hear it? Whenever multiple fire engines or ambulances are racing the scene. I can taste it when I'm around a campfire and embers create a certain sensation. I can see it when I bump into survivors, which happens with more regularity than I ever could have imagined. And I can touch it when I grab those survivors' hands or their shoulders.
Why are you grabbing their hands and shoulders? Stop touching them.
You can smell it. So, anybody who reads that, any human being who reads that knows that this guy is claiming he was there.
Oh, of course.
I mean, that's not even...
Yeah, but very intentionally trying to do so without explicitly
saying where he was.
Exactly.
It's just,
But you're average, and I couldn't even possibly call them idiots. You should assume that he's telling the truth.
Of course. There's no
reason to assume he's lying.
Is there any reasonable person, Steve, who would read that and wouldn't think he was there?
No.
It's
not at all.
Impossible. It's impossible.
And when you read it closer, it's clear what he is intentionally trying to do. Like, I mean, the guy's written a lot of columns. So he knows how to skirt the line and not get caught.
Well, sometimes you do, though.
Until Officer Minahane's on the case.
Right, until the team of Minihane and Curtis are on the case.
I mean, he knows how to not get caught when no one is paying attention.
Curtis is taking calls from Larry the lawyer today, 7 years later.
I know, it's sad.
It is sad.
Poor bastard.
We texted a little bit this morning, though. We had a little anniversary text to each other. So that's nice. It's nice. There are 5 senses of the 2013 marathon. A 6th if you throw in grief. And many people... Come on. I mean, really.
What the fuck are we doing here?
That's some good imagery.
And you know when he wrote that line, he was like, ooh, that's a good one.
Just keep in mind, if you're new to the show, just keep in mind, this is all bullshit. Everything I'm reading. This is not somebody... And look, all journal, whether it's somebody claiming they didn't reach out to MHB or DEC, or this, every journalist should be telling the truth. But this, I would say, falls in the particularly egregious end of the conversation.
This guy's the Boston Globe Metro columnist. He's a fixture of the cultural and political conversation here in Massachusetts. People read this guy a lot. Well, 10 years ago, people would buy the Boston Globe to read what Kevin Cullen had to say.
I guess
he was a part of the. No, he was respected when he was reporting on Whitey Bulger. Like even Howie.
That's true. He did a good job.
Even Howie respects him because he got death threats just like Howie did.
Did he?
how he claimed yes.
Okay, but now do you believe everything you wrote about Whitey Bulger? How can you?
No, I don't believe anything he's written.
Right. That's what I mean.
It's also kind of funny that his mentor was Mike Barnacle.
Yes. Well, he learned.
Another Boston Globe plagiarist.
So we can mark anniversaries until we die, and the 2013 marathon will just always be there. 5 years. 5 years removed from the initial shock. 5 years, that arbitrary milestone the doctors give you when you're recovering from cancer.
Come on.
We who live in Boston or around Boston or love Boston are 5 years clear of the cancer that detonated the bombs outside Marathon Sports in the Forum, killing 3 people, pretty good, right? Dismembering almost 24, and leaving another 200 wounded. That's not counting what it did to the psyches of everyone who ever walked down by the Boston Public Library, spitting distance from where the ball bearings from the bombs were in the flesh of man, woman, and child. But aren't we 5 years free of the grief? A few months ago, I was driving down Gallivan Boulevard.
Because he's a city guy. I used to live by it.
As I was turning up Adams Street, I spied Jane Richard standing on the sidewalk waiting to cross. She'd probably just left her part-time job at College Hype, where the great Jack Doherty gave her a few hours of work here and there. All right, so we'll stop for a second.
It's my old neighborhood. I never saw her roaming around, though.
You didn't?
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
If you don't know who Jane Richard is, a lot of listeners probably don't. So the Richard family, unbelievably, sadly, the son died. Martin Richard died in the bombings. Jane Richard lost her leg. The mom was really seriously injured. I don't know if she may be blind in one eye. I know she
thought this is the one where Joker set the bomb down basically behind a young child.
This poor little boy who I think was 7 or 8 at the time died. Her sister lost her leg. Like I said, the mom was really injured. The dad, I don't think he had some hearing. We met. He was very nice. He came one
He was
year.
running the race, wasn't he?
No, he was not. He was not. That was misreported by his good friend Kevin Cullen. So this family went through hell, and this fucking pig is making up seeing this girl somewhere, and he does like the great Jack Doherty, gives her a couple hours, because he knows good old Jack in town. And he's another character, and it's just a fucking psychopathic lying puke. It's fucking disgusting. It really is. I mean, but you got to laugh at Cullen. Jane lost her leg that day, and she lost her brother Martin, who was 8 years old, who at 8 was a year older than she was. Since the bombing, Jane has become my talisman. That means his little good luck charm.
Yes.
That's what Jane Richard is for. I know she's lost her leg and her brother died and her family's gone through hell, but she still was a little good luck charm. Oh, God.
Well, I can appreciate that. It's like I used to say when I was working at the Pentagon on 9/11.
Yeah, really, God. A few months after the bombing, she posed wearing her tiger leg, the prosthesis that would let her run, if not make a semblance of the Irish step dancer she was, before a couple of losers decided to put a bomb behind her and her siblings. I remember seeing that photo and smiling for the first time in weeks. Janie, I called out through my open window. It startled her, and she turned in my direction and, without knowing who I was or why I called out, smiled and waved enthusiastically. I parked in the old Dorchester parking lot, and as soon as I turned the engine off, for reasons I can't completely explain, I began to weep. I mean, this is just insanity. Now, keep in mind, none of this happened. This meeting did not happen.
I don't know. He could have cried at some point. We don't know that. He may have pulled over and wept.
He runs into people at the perfect times,
He's always right at the perfect moment.
Oh, God.
Maybe he just has a serendipitous life,
Maybe.
The odds of just driving by and seeing her.
Everything that happens in his life just coalesces around the perfect column.
He gets in all the victims and all this, and then
there's also this phony populist outrage, like, the losers.
Yeah, right. He's a tough guy. Those scumbag losers brought these people down. We know that, Kevin. Idiot.
He's tough talking. One who's dead and one who's in jail.
So weird to write this and think that. I don't know. And then he talks about some other people like Crystal Campbell who died, who was murdered in this fucking thing. And not long after she died, while she was lying in the medical tent, so he talks about Danny Keeler, who was a hero in this whole thing. And he says a few hours after they out of the medical tent after Crystal Campbell died, Cullen that night sat down with Danny and his young cops at the table at the back room of J.J. Foley's. The venerable South End watering hole. Jerry Doyle brought the young cops beers and Danny Keeler a glass of red wine. To Sean, Danny said, lifting his glass, and the cops toasted the memory of Sean Collier, the MIT cop assassinated by the bombers. I think about Sean whenever I see the MIT buildings across the street from the Charles when I'm driving on Starrow Drive. By the way,
they were good friends, right?
Yeah, by the way, this stuff never. These things never happened.
Yeah.
Like these things never happened.
Kevin Cullen don't report nothing unless it's fact.
That's true. He gets into this, these other stories where he talks about having beers with other cops and other firefighters, and one of the guys had blood on his hands, and he was crying, and they're all lies.
That's how he gets the scoops. He has a couple brewskis with the men of the law.
It's just, it's fucking unbelievable. It's unbelievable that he wrote this. And wouldn't have got away with it if Curtis and I weren't like, fuck this asshole.
He would be doing that every year. This would be a yearly article.
It's not just that he'd get away with it. He would be getting, patted on the back by people at the Globe. Like, hey, really moving column.
That's
really in
still
touch with the
available
city
on
of
the Globe?
Boston. Yes.
That's crazy.
I don't even think they have a note at the bottom of it.
This was a
They
lie.
don't? Jesus.
Everything you read here was fiction.
It is crazy.
They changed. They've put some notes on some of his columns, but I don't think they put a note on that one.
So the one from the day after in 2013, if we play sound of him radio stuff, so he reports again. He does it this way, after the initial explosion. This is from 2013, the day after. Runners instinctively craned their necks toward the blast site. Then 12 seconds later, a second explosion. Further up Boylston, it was pandemonium. I saw an older runner wearing high-rise pink socks about to cross the finish line. He was knocked to the ground by a photographer running up Boylston Street toward the second explosion. So what he does here is he doesn't say he was there, but he certainly lets you think he was there.
He alludes to it.
Yes. I mean,
And if he's grilled on it, he'll be like, oh, that was when I was watching security footage with the cops. Yeah.
Well, so I called him the day. So we didn't really get into it that day because I wanted to dig into it.
Yeah.
Chris gave me the story. I called him after the show. And I said, Kevin, I've seen reports and I've heard stuff. Maybe it was the next day that were you at the finish line? And he said, I was near it. And I said, what do you mean? He's like, I was a couple of miles away, I think.
A couple of miles.
And he's like, my son's going to the hospital. I got to give you a call back. So,
are you still waiting on that call? Still waiting by your phone.
I'm working out. I'm on another call.
Right. So, I mean, that is one of those things you do when you don't want to be called up. You can say your kid's sick, which is, again, another pathetic move. But that's what he does. So, I knew that he was lying about it. And so we started talking about it more and more. And then a couple of days, April 22nd is when I wrote my story. And then we kind of did a whole week of it worth on the show where, he gets into there's just these stories that go on forever and ever and ever. And the guy just, clearly he's been lying about this for fucking his whole career. He's been making shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, I have a couple of examples from his older stories. I mean, and biased people who hated me, the Globe, WGBH, all of them, tried to sell the idea that Cullen had been ambiguous regarding his location, which, as I wrote, is total bullshit. I mean, nobody thinks that.
Miles away.
Almost
right down the street.
Almost as shameful as what Cullen did was the fake review that they did of all of his work.
That was worse.
A complete fucking broom job.
We'll get there.
Academics and experts and newspapermen who should know better.
It was honestly the most disgusting thing the Globe has ever done.
It's the worst exercise in journalism I've ever seen.
Almost worse than that is that he went around on like a media tour, like he was the Anthony Fauci of that tragedy.
Right. Oh,
as
absolutely.
if he was some expert that was there on the scene.
Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. So on Thursday morning, I decided to call Cullen during a commercial. That's what it was, and try and get some answers. He picked up after a couple of rings. I identified myself. We had a brief conversation. Me, were you present when the bombs went off at the finish line? Cullen, was I ever at the scene? Me, were you there when it happened? No, I got there a few hours later. I can't talk right now. Me, would you like to tell me about your relationship with Sean O'Brien? I'll get to that later. Cullen, no, and he hung up. So he never answered my calls after that.
The same line as Tom Moore. He was on the train that day, I think.
But he did things like he would contribute to books like Our Boston, Writers Celebrate the City That We Love, how he watched in awe of the coverage and all that stuff, but he would never say. So in that day, in the day after that first column, he writes this about the Richard family. This is how bad this is. I went out Monday night and bumped into some firefighters I know. They said one of the dead was an 8-year-old boy from Dorchester who had gone out to hug his dad after he crossed the finish line. The dad walked on. The boy went back to the sidewalk to join his mom and his little sister. And then the bomb went off. The boy was killed. Well, I've run the marathon. Anybody knows that story is bullshit. You don't jump off. Even back then, you wouldn't jump over the thing and cross with your dad. And the dad wouldn't come back. When you're done with the race, you're gone. They push you all the way through.
Yeah.
Just bullshit. And he doesn't say where he is. He doesn't say, he's talking about Martin Richard, but he's got no proof.
But he does that. That's the, I guess, smart thing he does is that he doesn't say the name of it's obvious who he's talking about, but he doesn't say their name, so he can argue. He can dispute
that same day with the BBC, I know Bill Richard.
Oh, there you go.
He just finished the marathon. His son Martin, who was 8 years old, ran out the street and hugged him, and then Bill had to go on. I guess you have to register your time, and Martin went back to his mom and sister. Then the bomb went off, and Martin was killed. To register your time, you have a chip in it.
Just got off the phone not long ago with a young firefighter who I'm very concerned about.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst. By far
He's
the worst.
A veteran of Iraq and Afghanistan, and he told me what he saw today was worse than anything he saw in a war zone. carried a young girl whose brother was killed at the scene. I actually know the father. Just ran the race today. And when he finished the race, his young son left the sidewalk. He went out into Boylston Street and hugged his dad. And then he went back onto the sidewalk, and his father walked on to register his time, and the bomb exploded. The boy was killed. His mother was severely injured, and the daughter, the girl, my friend, the firefighter, Sean, picked her up, and he carried her to an ambulance. And he said that when he put her down, he realized her leg was missing. And he went back to the scene, and he told me he crawled on his legs, his hands and his knees, trying to find her leg, and he couldn't find it.
All right, so let me just read this quick. I'll read it from my column, and then we'll just make fun of this idiot. The Sean Cullen is referring to is Sean O'Brien, a veteran Dorchester firefighter who was at the scene and did talk to Cullen the day after the bombing. O'Brien, though, said he never told Cullen he carried Jane Richard anywhere. The person who did that was Matt Patterson, a Lynn firefighter who was off duty that day. I spoke to Patterson that Thursday, meaning Kirk Minihane, and he wanted no credit or praise for what he did. It was his job, and I could tell he had no desire, really, to go over the events of that day again, and I could tell you he definitely did not. He also told me he had never heard of Cullen until last week, and he had never talked to him. What's also odd is it became clear pretty quickly that Patterson was the man who had carried Jane Richard. Neckin, New England Cable News, had a story. WBZ, Daily News, the city of Lynn honored him in May of 2013. How Cullen could not correct this, I don't know. So there it all is. Cullen was either given totally false information from an unknown firefighter named Sean or wanted to tell a gripping cinematic story to please the BBC about his friend Bill Richard and his friend Sean, the firefighter. Was the image of a heroic firefighter crawling on the hands and knees in the middle of chaos to recover a limb of a child too tempting for Cullen to pass on regardless of truth? Also, and even I thought of this right away, this is me saying this in 2020, when I spoke to Patterson, he told me it'd be virtually impossible for anyone with any rescue history to not know right away that someone had lost a limb. In Cullen's story, Sean, the firefighter, doesn't realize this until he puts Jane Richard down in the ambulance. On April 20, 2013, Cullen again writes about the bombing for the Irish Times. And, once again, Sean, the firefighter, comes back. He reappears. This time, the storyline is about Jane Richard. That's gone. Now Sean kneels over the body of Martin Richard, which may in fact be true, since O'Brien wouldn't discuss that with me when we talked last week. Cullen writes about a discussion he had with Sean about finding Martin Richard. When I looked at young Marty, Sean told me, I knew he was gone. The rugged firefighter was muscular and imposing, stopped to regain his composure. His lower lip quivered, and a tear fell from my eye and smudged my notebook. Sean O'Brien has no memory, he told me, of ever seeing Cullen cry in front of him. Cullen refers to him as his friend Sean in several places, but O'Brien says they met a few times right after the bombing, and that was it, really. He hadn't spoken to Cullen in years. I mean, it's just, I have fun with the Cullen. The Cullen persona is funny, no question about it. I get a kick out of it. But this guy, like that he made up. Like he just cooked that totally. Jane Richard, he used his little good luck charm. The story of her losing her leg and this guy crawling around, and
you know what it reminds me of
Martin Richard, and it's so fucking gross.
It reminds me of the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan when that guy loses his arm and he's looking around for it.
Yeah. Of course, that's what
just like pulling threads from movies.
But to not only write it, like you're almost separated from it when you're just typing a fictional story, but to go on air and pretend to be crying about
that's what I mean. It's psychotic.
It's like when Michael Scott tears up at the movie tagline that he made up. It's basically he's pretending to
he's
cry
an actor. It's psychotic behavior. I remember talking to Sean O'Brien, and Sean O'Brien was like, I don't even know, I don't even understand this. He did what? He didn't know. He's like, he did what? He's like he said, I mean, this guy, Matt Patterson, I talked to, wanted no part of it. He was just like, yeah, I did it. I mean, it was public knowledge. And it just shows you how lazy the editors are at the Globe too. And Cullen, who just wants to be this fucking guy that he's not. And what it comes down to, essentially, ultimately, is Cullen is mad that he wasn't there that day. Yeah. And he should have just said, you know what?
He's got FOMO for a terrorist attack.
Yeah, because he fashions himself as the ultimate city guy. Yeah. And that day, the biggest story in the history of the city,
he missed it.
He wasn't there. As opposed to saying, you know what? I wasn't there. I can still write about it. I could go talk to victims. I could write compelling stories.
And I mean, compelling stories have been written. Just ask Mark Wahlberg.
That's true. Yes. But he's one of these guys, he would write in the Irish Times about being in the middle of these negotiations between IRA. He's just a fucking full of shit. And the incredible thing is, sorry, Steve, the incredible thing is I write this story, which I don't really want to tweet out because it gives clicks to EI.com. But, this thing is laid out pretty well. It's clear he's lying. He lied about the marathon coverage. He's been lying about it to the BBC, to NBC, to CNN, and the Globe, all over the place in books. And the Globe doesn't fire the guy.
Yeah.
They release this absurd, like Steve said, you wouldn't believe this fucking investigation.
I thought they did two investigations. They did the internal, and then they brought in professors of journalism. Wasn't Dan Kennedy? Was he one of them?
He was not.
No, he wasn't.
He was sadly not. But they had a guy.
Good professor, though.
But they had a guy. Yes, but they had a guy just like that who had been on with Cullen on these shows before.
There were like 3 professors.
And the Globe Internal investigation was basically like, the sad thing is that these 2 people at the EI are going after this man because he's done a lot of wonder. And they talked to people who were like, they looked at like 2 or 3 stories, and they were like, the incredible thing is, how great Kevin was to us and how nice he was. And I can't believe people are going after Kevin like this. This is like in the investigation the Globe releases. And they have one story, I forget what it is. We could find it, but we looked at an East Boston bodega and we couldn't really verify.
That was the one where you sent Curtis around looking for every single bodega.
Right. And it didn't even, after one day, it didn't even add up. Like he was lying about that. In their own investigation, we're trying to clear the guy. Clearly, they went in with we're going to find this guy in this. They're fucking lying about that.
That might be I keep saying this is the worst part. It's all terrible.
Well, the thing about Sean, the thing about crawling around looking for James,
that's the worst. And him fake
that's
crying
the worst
about
part of it. Is it's like
it's subhuman. It's complete. It's devoid of any actual human touch.
Psychopath behavior. And I like he's still there, and he's writing about haircuts, which is a lie. He's fucking lying about that. Fuck guy lies about everything, and so some people are like, "Oh, why are you talking about this again?" Well, that's why. I love it.
He is the Boston Globe.
It's perfect.
This incident is the Boston Globe.
I'm so happy he's still there. And it's amazing that, I almost blame the editors and because this guy's just a fucking lunatic.
And maybe the most professionally egregious part is what I wanted to say, is that the way they treated, like, oh, these assholes, why are they even looking into this?
Of course.
Because that should be something where, if it's pointed out, he should be out of the business, not out of the Globe. He should be out of a job completely.
It should be a cultural thing at the Globe where that's not tolerated, but instead it's all lying phonies who cover up for sexual abusers and plagiarists.
Yeah, it's just
fun. And then pat themselves on the back for whatever the Spotlight team does.
But it is funny that, it's just, it's amazing to me. It's 2 years later, he's still, he isn't dumb enough, I don't think, to write about. Like, today he doesn't have a column or anything. Yesterday.
Didn't respond to my emails.
That's not right. I mean, you reached out.
That's weird.
Yes.
Just wanted to talk about it in the past.
It's very, very politely. I know. That's what I said. He used to do a tour on CNN for the anniversary.
I just want to know.
Piers, I think that when I wrote that, I probably was a little more despondent than I should have been, but I was sad yesterday. I'm angry today.
I
got that sense from the city today.
I'm coming for you, Joker.
We will never be the same. It's just that New York will never be the same after 9/11. But that doesn't mean that whoever did this has won, that whoever did this has cowed us, because this is a very tough town.
Boston strong.
Also,
we take only 3 things seriously here, and that's sports, politics, and revenge.
Did you guys not play? How did Jerry not know? Did you guys never play that on the air?
Oh, we had to have, I'm sure, at some point.
Poor Jerry.
So hold on a second. Did Jerry plagiarize?
Yes,
Kevin
he did.
Cullen?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Revenge.
Revenge.
Well, I should respect it that I got my revenge on him.
Yes.
You should thank. I mean,
you're a Boston guy.
That's why I feel like I won, because he's now a joke. He's always a joke now.
Maybe that's how he looks. He says you're a Boston guy. He says, Minihane, you and I are
good for you.
Different.
Yeah, maybe we should get a drink together sometime. Maybe the Foley's one night.
God damn it, do I respect you.
You know what, God, you've been checkmate, my friend. Checkmate. You know what? 2 more suds.
Well, he's walking out of the bar, and then he kind of tips his scally cap to you, and he walks away.
Guy, I'll take some peanuts for the road.
Do you want to play how Beat the Press handled this?
Oh, yeah, 1 second. But like Cullen, today for the anniversary, I would like some Cullen episodes tweeted at me, because those always make me laugh.
Yes.
I mean, Cullen really did think of himself as the star of a CBS procedural detective series, Cullen, where he's this hard-worn Boston guy who lives in a little shitty apartment. Look, he tried. He tried to make it work with Jennifer, but it just didn't,
But now there's still something there. They got to battle about the kids still, but there's still a little something there.
That's the thing. And I mean, look, does he want to get when he drives by at night in the rain? In his mind, in the rain, it's pouring rain, and Jennifer's with the new husband and the kid, and they're laughing, and they're and the stepdad's tussling his hair and kind of they're playing catch outside. Cullen's there in the rain with his flask, and he's just looking. He's just looking.
Lights up another cigarette.
Yeah, he's like, "What's that? What'd you say?"
I said, "Lights up another cigarette."
Exactly. He gets back in the car. He's like, "Well, maybe tomorrow will be a new day." He just takes off down. Of course, there's that neighbor across the street from the old house who always gave him shit. Now, one day, went over there and broke his fucking nose. It's like Henry Hill. Might just be like a movie, but he doesn't think like that. Is he behind on his rent? Yeah, he is. He is. But he doesn't, like, a lot of people like us, like you and I, little hoity-toity rich boys, we'll pay our bills online.
Right.
NCD. No can do for Cullen.
He goes down with cash.
Yeah, it's got his secretary to do it. The secretary's a little absent-minded, but he's got to keep her around because she's from the neighborhood.
Yeah. Maybe there's a little thing with them, too.
A little, but there was in high school.
Yeah.
But
okay.
She's got a couple of kids, and her husband left. He's another. So he's you know what? She doesn't even know this. Sometimes at night, when she's out doing something at work, he'll slip a $20 bill right in her pocketbook.
Wow.
Just something for the kid.
Because he's a good guy. He cares.
Well, that's the thing. He's got a heart.
He's kind of an asshole to her, but he does care.
But he's got a heart. Right. And like when he goes, I mean, he has a tab at the bar, of course. And he's always behind on the tab. But the bartender's like, you know what? That's Cullen. Like we need this guy in the city. There's weird. There's no heartbeat in the city without Cullen.
It's strange though that because he's doing such good work that the boss thinks he's too dangerous.
That's the other issue.
Can't be writing this kind of stuff. People aren't ready for it.
But like Cullen says to the guy, bosses come and go. Cullen stays. Right. So he's
yeah. You know how many of you I've seen?
Yeah. Oh, who's next? Yeah. What your computer and your numbers? Another corporate guy. Why don't you go to Foley sometime, see what the city's like? But that being said,
he lives in Hingham.
No, he doesn't. No, he don't live in no Hingham. That's where his ex-wife lives.
Yeah. Sorry.
You don't live in no Hingham. He gets up in the morning. Yeah, I mean, Jesus, the bartender will say, Jesus, Cull, how many days in a row you been wearing that shirt?
I know. Hey, how about you worry about filling me up?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, the story's not going away. Stop chasing it. Go take a nap. Sleep it off. Wish I could. But you don't have time for you don't have time for any of that stuff. Yeah,
this is
you just don't.
Tossing and turning at night. You just can't shake the story.
When's the last time you had a vegetable? Cull, you got to have a couple of vegetables.
Well, he's investigating a story in Boston Market, and he grabbed a carrot.
That's true. Yeah. He's walking around Boston Market with these foreign names. What's going on? What happened to the guys I knew?
City's changing, man.
What's going on in this neighborhood? That's the thing. And that guy was trying to buy out the old apartment place and trying to turn it into a what's he trying to turn it into again?
Luxury condos.
Yes. Oh, that episode was unbelievable. That slime ball who tried to came, but you know what happened?
He bribed the mayor.
He learned his lesson, though, didn't he? He learned his lesson.
There's a neighbor kid who always asks him why things are changing so fast.
Hey, Cull, what's going on, Cull? Why is it going on this way, Cull?
But I think at the end of it, he's sympathetic with the immigrants because of what his people went through.
Well, that's true too. But the kid in the neighborhood will always say, Cull, can't you fix this for us? Yeah. Kid, I'll do my best.
But then it's weird because that kid's dad confronts Cullen. Why are you buying my kid a sandwich?
Right.
Well, I'll provide for my kid.
I'm his father?
Oh, really? I hear you've been beating him.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing.
But at the same time, his dad threw him many beatings.
Right. Cullen. So he knows. That's why he's sympathetic to them.
Which is a great flashback episode. I love that season 2 episode where they go back.
Little Cull.
And they go back way. They go back to like Ireland. It's like Godfather 2. They go all the way back, like 4 generations back to Cullen's family.
He's getting into street fights.
So when you say like he don't know Sean O'Brien, ridiculous. But he thinks about, he's that episode where he tries to get into the Supermax of Colorado to confront Tsarnaev.
Yeah.
Where he tries to break in. Unbelievable. Because he's got friends on the inside.
Sure.
That's the problem.
Well, it's tough for him to confront criminals because he kind of knows that lifestyle as well. He's made good.
We'll put it this way. There's a line he's crossed it a few times professionally.
Yeah, Whitey found that out.
Yes. That's
got to be a big part because all those fucking Southie people.
The lock in a sock? Yeah, there's a reason they never dusted it for fingerprints.
That's right. That whole Whitey season was a good season. Like, I know a lot of the fans, that's the season they like the least. Season 3. I still like season 3 of Cullen. That's a good year.
I prefer when he went undercover in jail.
Oh, that was
he was in jail.
And
that's how he got the big Whitey scoop. He was talking to people.
That episode where he got raped was incredible. But he don't care. Whatever.
Well, there's some reporters who don't like.
Fucking the ass before. He don't care. Whatever.
There's some reporters who don't like to become involved in the stories, but he's got this kind of moral drive that compels him to.
I didn't. It's similar in a way to The Sopranos with Tracy, season 4, episode 8, where that hooker with the heart of gold that he was always friends with died.
Yeah.
That tore me up. He was so upset too. And then that's the one where, if you remember, he got in the car and drove away, and like for 3 episodes, he just drove around the country. He was so fucked up.
He's not like Tony, where like it comes out that the horse meant more to him.
No.
He cares about people. That's the thing about Cullen.
Well, he spent more time on methadone mile than most of the politicians in the city.
True. I remember that episode where he was driving around the country, and then he went to the library and saw the newspapers, and the front page of the Globe was all this fluff.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to go. I mean, someone's got to fucking attack them. Got to attack the system. I'm driving back.
And I liked that they give the dichotomy of he covers drug use, but he's
had some issues.
He's had some struggles.
He had some issues.
That's the tough thing.
He's beating it right now, but it's like Andy Sipowicz. You know, at some point it's going to come back.
Yeah. There's that scene where he tests negative for HIV, but it was close.
It was definitely close. He respects the cops, but at the same time is leery. I mean, let's be honest. He could have easily been one.
Yeah.
Could have easily been one.
I didn't know how much gambling he did. It seems like he's dealing with some shady characters.
He's got some bookies.
And the thing where they're fixing Celtics games, that actually happened?
Yes. He
really?
likes the ponies. That's his favorite thing. He's a pony guy. He likes a burger, a brew, and he likes to watch the horse races. That's it. And, and his editor's always on his ass. We know that. But,
of course.
But these editors, as we know, they check the stories, man. These guys are the top editors in the business. So, But I just hope he finds love and gets out of that shitty, ratty apartment. But I don't know, season 7 debuts, which is nice for people who are quarantined. Season 7 debuts next week, so I'm looking forward to it.
I thought it debuts at about 11 today.
It might debut at about 11 o'clock today. So I like those Cullen capsules, so please send those. As we honor the life of the great Kevin Cullen, who is going to have a story in the Boston Globe probably tomorrow.
Yes.
About his bullshit.
Filed from Vermont.
His bullet shirt.
His second home in Vermont.
This idiot has 2 homes. Who was quarantined somewhere and has now become... That's the thing, is he's clearly changed his system as a writer, too.
No, he's a sage of the Green Mountain State.
Right. He's a little wackier now.
He's a little wackier as he's gotten older.
I do think the next Kirk tune should be an episode of Cullen. I like that idea.
Absolutely.
That would be good.
I mean, I'm all for the Minute fans doing an episode of Cullen if they want. They want to write it and direct it themselves. I mean, there's a chance you guys are going to hear it on Thursday anyway.
I got the man breathing down my neck on this one.
Who would you cast? Which Minifan would you cast as Cullen?
Oof, that's a tough one. We did the Cullen casting, and I think I forget who we came up with. It wasn't bad, though. I forget.
Who am I picturing?
I mean, Cullen has come to grips, finally. I'd be curious what you guys think. But I do think he's come to grips with his gay brother. Like, I do think there's some...
But there's always, like, he certainly doesn't want to watch him kissing any guys.
No,
no. I know it's 2020, but he's just not ready.
You can't take the Roman Catholic out of the Irishman.
Sure. But, I mean, like, because his brother's married. The guy's a nice guy, but, because I remember Cullen's always like, how do I call him your husband?
Yeah.
That whole
still,
thing.
I mean, he'll roll his eyes, but he's accepting.
He's tried. He's tried his best to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, he got no use for this music today, though. I mean, none. Oh, my goodness.
You know who's a band? The Rolling Stones. That's a band.
Those are a band. I know we play this. Give me a little Bad Company by Bad Company. That is that.
Oh, this is the song,
yes,
right?
I believe that was the theme song. I like
that was so great.
Yes, I like You Belong to the City by Glenn Frey too. Both are good.
Yeah. I think the final scene of Cullen is him, like, after he's finished his final report and he flicks a cigarette, and then when the lights go...
That is, the old newspaper pictures, Tuesday nights, CBS, Cullen. His office is the street.
He uses a typewriter. I shame on me for saying a keyboard. He uses a typewriter.
Keyboard?
Yeah, that was foolish.
Jesus.
Put on another pot of coffee.
Oh, God, the amount of coffee he's consumed in his life. Does he put something in it? Yeah, a little bit. I'll have a little coffee with my my vodka, my whiskey.
Cullen.
Where did he say his office was the street?
I don't remember. Call Curtis. He'll tell him.
Are we thinking he's an older guy, or is this taking place when he's younger? Because I'm trying to think of actors.
Gotta be a little war. We gotta be like early 50s, like a little world worn.
I'm thinking Boston guy Affleck might be. Wahlberg and Damon would be the stereotypical, but Affleck
too
might
big
be
for
good
TV though. I think too big for CBS.
Too big for CBS.
I'm realistic,
sure.
but this has to be a CBS show. It can't be like a good show.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta be like a CBS.
That's interesting. Michael Chiklis.
Michael Chiklis is Cullen. It is that kind of thing, though.
Yeah. He did. I had high hopes for that Chickless show with Dennis Quaid. That was horrible.
Oh, God, yeah.
They were basically trying to do like Boardwalk Empire, but for Vegas. No such luck.
Didn't work, huh?
No.
Yeah. Now, do you think his Globe colleagues rib him about this?
No.
What was the inside conversation?
They focused it on me.
Do you think that there had to have been some kind of conversation
privately when he's not around?
Thing? Yeah.
Like, hey, we're sorry, this guy's coming after you. You know, is that what it was?
I think. Look, like I barely paid attention to this guy over the years, and I knew he was full of shit. Like there are writers of the Globe who have some moral fiber and character, but there aren't. But there have to be writers there who knew that he was full of shit. It's
so
like,
they just thought that they were selling, fiction.
Well, like
as long as people buy the papers, who the fuck cares?
Well, it's like guys who work with Jason Blair or Stephen Glass. There were always people who said, well, wait a minute. This makes no sense. Like, this actually makes no sense. Like, how does this always...
Yeah.
There are a couple of old Cullen stories that are fucking howlers if you read them. You're like, this is incredible that this was printed.
Or just in general, like, if you've ever worked in an office, right, there are people that you just roll your eyes
right.
at, even if you like them. Like, he might be a nice guy. I have no idea.
I will say, though, one of the services Kevin Cullen has done for journalism is that now when people like us read any column or any newspaper, it's with a more critical eye. Like, you're just inclined to think it's bullshit.
Although I've always had that.
Yeah.
But not always, but... I mean, I read...
You learn it at some point
Seth
in your life.
Seth Manookin wrote a great book about Jason Blair. I forget the name of it. It's awesome. And then, if you watch Shattered Glass, you pay attention to that story. I mean, this is not new. It's funny, I just imagine there are hundreds of people, thousands of writers who wrote for whatever, the Dayton Daily News from 1936 to 1958 who just made shit up.
Well, even Mark Twain was accused of plagiarism.
Yes, yeah.
Famously.
But they're probably right because there's no way of really knowing back. There's no way of really knowing back then. I do feel bad. I should take a moment, though. I do feel bad. Obviously, Cullen uses a word I don't use. But he's got that younger brother who's disabled, who's in the home.
Okay.
Who he still visits once a week and brings, they play their games together. He brings the food. He brings mom's old... He does miss mom and dad. He brings mom's old recipe, and they bring the cookies over, and they watch wrestling together.
Yeah, but every once in a while, he'll say something that kind of gives Cullen
a little bit of hope.
A light bulb comes on.
A little bit of hope. I remember that episode where he kind of solved the case, that brother. Remember?
Yeah, yes, that was a great one.
Yes.
Inspirational.
Cullen said, what did you say?
Say that again.
He's like, and then the kid went down and looked to get a bite of his cookie, and then said, hey, Kevin, he looked up, gone. Already on the road. That's what happens. That's what happens.
You just hear the door slam.
That's it. And nurse comes by. Was your brother here today? I don't know.
I thought so.
Cut to the fucking highway. Just, he's got his own siren, obviously, so he's fucking off to the races. He's off to the races.
I was amazed.
You know the Tommy Donahue one? Do you have that one or no?
The clip of you?
No, one where he talked. I know.
No, I don't think so.
One time he's on a symposium about the marathon bombing. He gets a phone call. You've heard this, I'm sure, Mike. Mm-hmm. And the phone rings and Cullen's like, "Oh, it's Tommy Donahue. Jesus Christ!"
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was.
I thought about saying that in my call yesterday, but I thought it would have been too obvious. Then I thought they would have hung up on me. Jeez, Tommy Donahue.
I should just ask Curtis. He would have sent me all this stuff. Damn it. But yeah, Curtis and Tommy. I'm calling it Tommy Donahue. Geez, forget it. Those two.
I do have the beat the press stuff when the panel gets together, and I just think the way that they frame your entire investigation. Keep in mind what the
show is supposed to be. Beat the press. It's supposed to
media watchdogs.
Media watchdogs looking to criticize journalism.
Yeah.
And I lay out something that is really irrefutable. And this is what's Andy Rooney's sister there, Emily. and then
Dan Kennedy.
Dan Kennedy, the biggest fucking asshole on earth. Dan Kennedy.
He seemed to like me. I think we got along.
I hope he remains real. It is age and ways. I hope he remains really healthy during this time in history. I would really hate for something to happen to him. I would. I'm just saying. I'm trying to be nice here.
I'll check in on him.
Well, I hope he's okay. And then two other fuckheads, right?
Yeah. I didn't really recognize them.
Boxes are checked, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Anyone who listens to WEEI's Kirk and Callahan know they have a vendetta against the Boston Globe.
Hard to argue that.
They admit it. This week, Globe columnist Kevin Cullen is in their crosshairs for columns he wrote about the Boston Marathon bombings, where Kirk and Callahan say Cullen leaves the impression he was there when it happened. In his column last Sunday, the Boston Globe's Kevin Cullen wrote, even a house fire.
I don't know, NPR Mike?
Well, Kevin Cullen was lying about reports from the Boston Marathon.
Well, NPR Mike wouldn't say that, though.
I know.
It'd be more about us.
Kirk and Callahan have a vendetta against the Boston Globe.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't done this in a while.
Go ahead.
I apologize. Let me warm up.
Reminds him of the smell of Boylston Street 5 years ago, saying, "I can taste it when I'm around a campfire. I can see it when I bump into survivors." And in a column from a day after the bombings, Cullen wrote, "I saw an older runner wearing high-rise pink socks about to cross the finish line. He was knocked to the ground." WEEI's Kirk Minihane accuses Cullen of trying to make it sound like he was there.
He wasn't there. He admits he wasn't there.
He watched on TV.
Why didn't he write that?
Because it wouldn't work.
Did you get that sense?
No.
So how raging hard is your boner when you're doing this on the radio?
A volatile personality.
Like, did you sleep at all the night before?
I was so excited that next day. I was like, it felt, I mean, it was.
You must have run like fucking 12 miles
it was
that
so
morning.
Great. And Jerry was so happy too. He just longed for the ride, but he was so happy.
Radio shock jock. I'm surprised they didn't characterize you as that.
Referred to Aaron Andrews as a bitch.
You're right. That's usually what they do. They give the whole resume of awful things you've said.
That's in no way. I can't do NPR, Mike. That's
Jerry
in no
Callahan.
way relevant to this story at all.
Jerry Callahan, who our audience will know from the Metco scandal.
Exactly.
Keep in mind that both Kirk and Callahan, known racists, reported that Kevin Cullen.
White males.
Jerry Callahan's a Republican.
Cullen has been open about his whereabouts that day. 5 years ago, he was not at the finish line.
When the bombing happened, I was about a mile away from the finish line.
Still,
I don't even know when that
Jerry
came from.
Callahan had gone to
You know what that
save
was?
this
Hold on. She said, "Kevin, can you just record something into the phone?" Which, by the way, is not what he told me. And secondly, what does that mean?
His voice is echoing for some unknown
Well, he's been
reason.
open. You guys are acting on ill motive.
He's a mile away? What does that even
Cullen
fucking
a
mean?
fraud and a liar. Airing this clip from an HBO documentary where Cullen appears to be saying he was right there when it happened.
I remember at one point hearing
Well, hold on.
Campbell's
Cullen appears to be weeping.
So we heard. So he's actually. So we copped this right away. We were wrong about this. He is talking about hearing that at the trial.
Yes,
Cullen. So he's right. He's like
in the context of the documentary, it kind of
completely. Yeah. The context is bullshit. But he heard that, but he heard it during the trial.
Yeah,
he wasn't there. So
looking at it.
So what they did was they got us. And by the way, the difference between me and like the Globe here is right away I was like, oh, that was a fuck up. Okay, like I'll give him that. But they decided to use this as the ammunition against me in the argument. This is because they know there's no truth to Cullen's side. So like,
as if the argument is built around the death whale clip,
right? Which is doesn't invalidate it at all. But they're looking for some,
You have to do what they get one mark against you, and it discounts the 10 you have against.
Right,
Cullen.
which I immediately copped to, which wasn't even a big deal. But get to the react. Can we get these 4 idiots reacting to it?
WEEI's Kirk Minihane accuses Cullen of trying to make it sound like he was there.
He wasn't there. He admits he wasn't there. Did we
He
just do
watched
this
on
already?
TV.
Yeah, sorry.
What? That's okay. I just want to make sure. I didn't know if they were repeating it or what.
passed through me.
But here's what's even more insane. WEEI edited out the part where Cullen says he heard the whale on tape.
This evidence, so much of this stuff is actually on video.
That's actually not true. That's actually,
Nothing
I didn't even remember her saying it.
The horror of what happened that day.
Oh, I don't think, I don't, we didn't, I don't think
I
we
never heard this.
See?
Well.
Cullen innocent.
As for the Boston Globe's response,
I actually don't think that's true. But I mean, listen, the worms of the EI are capable of doing anything. But I remember saying on the air right away, because it's funny, we had a debate, and Jerry's like, we shouldn't say it. We shouldn't say we're wrong. And I was like, well, of course we should. Because then we're doing what he's doing.
Right.
Like, of course, we're wrong on this one specific thing. Curtis wanted to fall on the sword because it was during a break. He ran in. He had the sound. I was like, no big deal. We fucking missed on it. We'll say we missed on it.
Doctoring audio, Kirk Minihane maliciously framed Kevin Cullen.
It's true. The man's innocent now that I think about it. Okay.
All right, I've got the one where they actually suspend him, the beat the press.
You know the reaction of these 4 people, though? Like, they have like a round table about it, where they talk about it. Like Kennedy and these guys.
The one I remember where Kennedy was worse was when you were talking, when they were talking about Gary Tangway.
Oh, it was great. It's pretty reprehensible. As far as I know, Gary seems like a traditional sports talk show guy.
I don't understand how these are jokes.
he doesn't either. He doesn't get it.
Well, then you're saying it's real, Dan Kennedy. Then you're saying
that's what Kenny's saying. Kenny's saying, no, I think it's a real situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Steve? Where they just talk. You have that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Review. And in a column
we don't
from
know
the
whether
day
the
after
review
the bombings,
includes all of Cullen's columns or just the ones relating to the marathon. When it was Mike Barnacle back in 1998, I believe they reviewed all of them. I don't know if that's going to be the case.
Well, hold on right away.
Here, there was a lot of other layers
this is a media watch. Like, shouldn't she say right away? like, if they're only reviewing 1 or 2 stories, that's insane. Right. I mean, like, so Cullen's been on that show a million times. They're all friends. They're in that same liberal Globe, GBH circle jerk, and they're trying to protect this guy.
No, instead they're saying, I mean, look, I guess maybe look at the one column they called out. But.
It's unbelievable.
That I have to say that Kirk and Callahan got into that I couldn't put into the piece, but on the issue of the columns
the other stuff, the other evidence.
She was acting like it was so abhorrent, like it was on regular radio, whatever you said.
No, what she's saying is just like she's saying there's some evidence we couldn't really fit in the story.
Oh, okay. And it's funny. Dan Kennedy actually has your back in this.
Dan's my boy.
I'm not sure why they didn't do that, other than the fact that I don't think they wanted to respond directly to Kirk, and partly it was because
Kirk and Minihane.
The tone of their criticism was so ugly and vituperative and just, gleeful, really, in a sense. Yeah. But I think to give them credit, I think they raised a legitimate issue.
I think they raised
to give these two jackasses credit.
I read that column last Sunday. I was very impressed with it. I don't remember all the
dummy, professor of journalism,
dummy. So I took it to mean that he was there at the finish line.
Look how upset Dan Kennedy sounds.
Now you go back and read
disgusted.
it, knowing that he wasn't at the finish line, and it seems ambiguous. However, what bothers me about it is that it seems deliberately ambiguous.
Oh, that's my boy. All right.
See, Dan's his buddy from journalism school who kind of gets disappointed with Kevin every once in a while.
Dan's a nerd, though, too.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
That's the thing, yeah.
Cullen used to stuff him in his locker.
Review brings
Listen to that fucking tricky knee Cullen would have played at BC. I guarantee it. I fucking guarantee it.
Unlike some other people we could name, you already named one of them.
I think that might be me.
There's
Barnacle.
never been any question
Barnacle
about his work before. So I hope that
there's never been any questions about his work before.
That's because no one's raised any questions.
It would really be a shame if it was anything more than that.
I have 2 points from what.
Listen to this fucking
after
guy.
reading the column. First of all, I feel at least part of it felt a little overwritten. There was a lot in there.
This is Dan Lothian, former CNN correspondent.
Really talented.
This feeling and this sense, and the story.
I offered to go on the show 50 times, and they said no every time.
But my first impression was that whether and this is not completely to defend him because he said other things beyond the column. But even if you weren't there on that day, there are a lot of the feelings that he expressed that you could sense and you could feel. I was on my way from D.C. to New Jersey at the time. And after I returned to Boston, if you're from this area, you just had to walk around and talk to people, and you got a sense of what it was like, maybe not to be right there.
okay.
The other stuff that Rooney's talking about that she didn't get to, she's talking about the Sean O'Brien stuff. She's like, stuff we couldn't get to. And this is what this guy's alluding to. He's like, well, I know some other stuff, but.
It's like if you wrote a story about being, life being disabled, and you're like, well, I work right next to Mike.
Yeah, I mean, really.
That's where, if in fact we feel that a mistake has been made, that's where it happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what the Globe is doing and reviewing is totally appropriate, and we'll see what comes out of it. I think we've got a sort of intersection of two
Joshua Benton from the Neiman Journalism Lab.
God, where do they get these people from?
Newspapers are expected to provide a sort of emotional heft to the big events of a city. And
emotional
columnists in the past have gotten in trouble for that, right? And it did feel, I agree with Dan's reading, that it certainly felt
You ever
like
heard of human beings twist themselves in the pretzels more than this? You just say the fucking guy lied.
He has said he only got there a couple of hours later. The smell and the taste, I think was pushing that a bit far.
Oh, you think?
We also have the issue of this being an incredibly mediated experience, right? I wasn't in town. It was the day after my wedding party in Louisiana. But
cool.
Nonetheless,
Church point with Jake.
How lucky that we all saw from the live events during the manhunt and the enormous amounts of evidence that were put out in the trial. There's a real sense in which we all saw a lot of it, even if we weren't there. I can imagine a scenario where we would say,
listen to this.
I remember seeing Barack Obama give a talk at the DNC at his acceptance speech, or I remember seeing Donald Trump do this, and you weren't there. But you saw it.
What?
When he said he saw the winner. It must have been on TV.
I saw anything. That's perfect. Thank you. That's it. I don't know if was I at the bombing or not?
Yeah, I was pretty much at all 6 Patriots Super Bowls. I mean, I kind of was.
I remember seeing Barack Obama give a speech at the DNC. Was I there or not versus being the fucking bombing at the marathon?
The Boston Globe's investigation concluded, don't worry about it.
I thought you're talking about
great. I love it. I love these people.
Cullen as a sociopath. This was, I think, a year later. Or maybe the year of. He goes on with Howie Kurtz, and he'd just written a column so it was the year of after he got caught. He'd interviewed the Watertown police officers who caught Joe Carr, and told this, laid out the narrative of that night. And Howie asked him a question that is just like crazy.
These are brave officers, but if I were to ask you, could they be over-dramatizing or embellishing the account at all, you would say, some of these guys and you trust them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because the other thing is, if they embellish it, they got to live with us the rest of their lives here. So I would say the closer you are to things, the more accountability there is.
Why does his voice sound different in every clip?
It's weird, but I'll say this. What kills him the most is that he's never on TV anymore. Nope. They gave him. So
that was the one consequence he suffered.
Yes, because he loved being. He went on like 9 shows the day after the bombing.
Yeah,
and was just doing his whole fucking. He loved being the voice of the city, and that's gone now.
It's a damn shame.
So we'll do it again next year. I love Cullen. Thank you, Kevin, for that column. Thank you so much,
and thank you to the Globe for keeping him around.
Yes, thank you so much. And you know what, Kevin, we're gonna get you. I know one day you're gonna let your guard down a little bit. You won't be able to help yourself. That quote will seem a little too nice. Yeah, I need to put somebody new in that story.
But
we're watching.
But will it matter?
To me, it will.
I know it will to us, but to the Globe.
It's the amazing thing that it matters who it comes from every time.
But if you like the show, I love stuff like this.
He's going to be the Bill O'Reilly of the Globe. He's going to be 85 years old, still filing columns.
Oh. Well, do you remember the episode where the guys in the fire department let him kind of be a fireman in that one episode? He kind of was, hung out with the guys.
He had that huge bond with the Dalmatian.
That seems kind of like they're jumping the shark a little bit.
A little bit, but then he got in that fight because there was one fireman who was a little too union friendly.
Okay.
A little too, what was going on there? So it was more of an investigation, but and then it got physical. And Colin, I think on the show there's that Twitter account. About the show, all the fights he's got into. I think he's 26-0 in those. He obviously did some boxing as a kid.
Well, it's natural that he's going to be confrontational with firefighters because he plays hockey with the police officers. So it's just kind of a...
That's true.
The natural back and forth there.
That's true. And how many times the doctor told him stop? Like the knees, you can't do it anymore.
He was born to do 2 things, write and play hockey.
Right. And that doctor is, we love that doctor, but it's like, enough, doc, enough. I got it. I get the point.
My favorite episode is the one where his nephew Ben Albright visits from Colorado.
Yes, gets some lessons. Well, Colin's even in an appointment. He walks in the secretary of the doc's office is like, Kevin, not today. Kevin, he's busy. And he walks right in there, He's like, Kevin, I'm doing this. I'm getting ready to do this operation. And he's like, Doc, can you look at the knee one more time? It's you know what? As he always says, Boston's not a city; it's a family.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the second tag. That's the second tagline for season 9.
That's right. What is it? His street is his
office is a street.
Oh, his office is his street. His street.
The streets of his office.
The street is his office. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Just him kind of staring right at you, his arms folded.
With if there's a fire in the background off in the distance.
I do want that opening montage though, where it's like that song so playing again. Give me the song again one more time. Give me Bad Company's good, but let's say, what do you think of give me You Belong to the City by Glenn Frey, because it's got a great sax open that I think would be perfect.
Oh God,
I'll have to hear this.
Just that opening wail.
Yeah, I love this song because it's early '80s, but this is prime Cullen. I always thought this was the second choice.
It starts with him flinging the boss's door open, maybe throwing some papers off of it, pounding his desk.
You got Steve or no?
Yeah, I'm just going to let this ad for Ted 2 play.
Okay. Ted 2?
Oh, no, sorry, Discover with Ted, the character in it.
And he could never crack that. That's the one case he could never crack.
Yeah. And you remember season 5, the finale, he thought he cracked it. It wasn't the guy.
Right.
And he was ready. Look, his buddy, the cop, he knows, Cullen knows where to get a gun.
Of course.
He was to kill this fucking guy. And he found it he found it wasn't him. It wasn't him.
And in the end, thank God he didn't kill him, because in the end, he kind of learned the real power is the words.
That's right.
Yes.
All right, I think I might have found I consider my streets the office.
Okay, good.
That's me. I'm very old school. I consider the street my office.
Just an old school kind of a guy.
I spent very little time in the newsroom. I basically went back there to write my columns, and even after a point,
I think I wrote 12 columns in 11 days, and I think I wrote 8 of them with my iPad at either a bar or a coffee shop.
Well, how grueling.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to keep track of the trial.
That was Tommy Donahue right there? Let me hear that again. That's all in one cut?
No, he said, Jesus Christ, I'm trying to keep track of the trial.
And got as close as I could, but then I realized I wasn't going to get close. And we had people at the scene, actually. We had Steve Silva, who was video.
Who, by the way,
I don't think he tells any yards on this one.
Steve Silva, by the way, Steve Silva, who past couple of, he fucking hates. Steve Silva he's the guy who had the video of it. He took the video from the finish line, the Globe guy. Yeah. This guy fucking ran toward the bombs. I know Steve a little bit. He fucking hates Cullen.
Oh, really?
Hates him. Fucking hates him. So right there, Cullen says he's a mile away. Why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you just, done?
Because it's not as
had that FOMO.
gripping.
Of course,
to
be there. Of course, it also doesn't explain the Sean O'Brien, Jane Richard, all the other shit either. But, I don't know. So there you go. Thank you, Cull.
You gave us a holiday, a great holiday. Cullen Day.
Oh, happy Cullenversary. Red Dogs and Company, reddogsandcompany.com. Marine Corps veteran and family-owned small business located on Cape Cod. Are they enjoying the experience of the Minifan world so far?
They are, very much so. Lots of doggo owners in the Minifan audience.
Yes, a lot of doggo owners. I think people are going to run with their doggos for the 5K, no?
I'm thinking of maybe doing a walkie.
You're not going to run?
No, I'm going to do a walkie with my doggo.
Walkie with doggo?
They don't recommend that you run with your doggo until they're...
Oh, a certain age?
Yeah.
I will. I'll tell after the read, of course, but I did find a wheelie to walk with.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And Red Dog's Company wants to somehow play a role in this 5K?
Yeah. So if you there's an option, you could just buy, some treats or whatever, try them out. But they also have a subscription service where they'll send you treats, so you never have to be without treats.
3, 6, or 12 month increments.
Exactly.
Right,
they'll just send you a bunch of treats, so your doggo will always have a little snack. Okay. So if you subscribe to their subscription service, you'll be entered in for a chance to get entry into the 5K.
Excellent. So you do that. The Treat Club, you receive 2 packages of treats shipped to your door every month, free of charge, in 3, 6, or 12 month increments. If you do that, you get a chance to win a shirt and a bib for the 5K.
Exactly. And if earlier in the week you heard this and you went and you subscribed right away, you're still entered. So
good.
Anyone this week up until midnight on Friday who subscribes to Red Dog's subscription service will be entered into a chance for a free entry into the 5K.
Good. Sweet potato peanut butter, sweet potato chews, Cape Cod cranberry, pumpkin peanut butter, butternut squash greens. Those are all the ones for your dog. Clyde loves them. He loves the pumpkin peanut butter. The guy loves it. Kate is feeding it to him all the time. Does something good, he gets a treat. Right now, for the Minifans, Red Dog's offering free shipping on all orders over $49. Again, that Treat Club, 3, 6, 12 month increments. It's a great deal for your dog, regardless of the 5K edition as well. But you have that a chance to win a 5K entry. reddogscompany.com, reddogscompany.com. So what's up?
I found a guy reached out to me in a wheelchair.
Oh, who's that?
The gentleman's name is Ted.
I know Ted.
You do?
I know a lot. I'm kind of a big guy in the wheelchair community.
Oh, okay,
yes.
good.
Yes.
Well, he said...
he's full of shit, but that's fine.
He said, well, he claims to have been in a wheelchair his whole life.
Well, there was that episode where Cullen helped get the wheelchair ramp built.
I think maybe that's how you know.
Yeah, but he did. But did he run into some zoning issues in that town? Because he's got some enemies in that. I mean, he's not.
Yeah, but he doesn't deal with the bullshit legally. He takes it into his own hands.
He put the system on trial that episode.
Right.
This Tuesday, Cullen builds a wheelchair for a small boy, but faces challenges within the town. Special guest star, whoever you pick it, whoever. Matthew Perry is a corrupt town council. in a rare dramatic turn.
That's perfect because that's about where Matthew Perry's at in his career. We'll be doing CBS drama.
Tries to be serious for an episode. Yeah. Steve Sharippa.
Oh no,
he's on Blue Bloods.
Not our guy.
So Ted is in.
Ted says he's in for the 5K. He said I'll be his eyes or he'll be my eyes and I'll be his legs.
There you go. So you're gonna push Ted.
I think so.
But you do it before the race, or you do it during the race, and someone else will commentate.
Whichever. If you'd rather me on the broadcast team, whichever works.
We'll figure it out.
I think you can do it during the race. It doesn't matter. I can find somebody else to help me do the commentary.
I think Scott should be on that list.
I agree.
We like somebody who's sober.
Do we really? I mean, is he taking it that seriously?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, load up the phones, which I'm going to go take a wee-wee while you get these things ready. Unless I'm missing something here, which we can get to.
Well, we also have a little bit of radio.com news.
That's true. All right, who am I talking to?
Oh, this is Sheldon.
Sheldon.
What's up, Sheldon?
Happy Cullen Day.
Happy Cullenversary, buddy. You're going to enjoy the last hour, I think.
Oh, good. Say, when I was feeding cows last night, I got to thinking,
Mm-hmm.
have you watched the show Fargo?
I watched the one with Tom
Season
Hanks.
one was very good.
Tom Hanks' kid, which I liked a lot, and I didn't like season 2.
Well, you didn't like season 2.
I did not like. Is that the one with Ted Danson?
Yes.
I
A
did
lot of
not-
people loved it. I fell off after like 2 or 3
I bailed
episodes.
on the middle of it.
Okay, but do you like the movie Fargo, though?
I do. Steve
Now, is that your
Buscemi's
favorite
in it.
Cullen brother?
My favorite Coen Brothers movie is Miller's Crossing. Then I would say Raising Arizona. Then I would say No Country for Old Men. Then I would say A Serious Man. Then I would say Fargo.
Oh, and I would say No Country for Old Men, Fargo, and then Big Lebowski.
I do love the Big Lebowski as well. Yeah. But I mean, look, these guys are fucking great. I mean, I love Blood Simple. I don't think they've had a great last 6 or 7 years.
No, there was one. So I went to see, because I started getting into I got into Fargo, Big Lebowski, all that shit. And I went to see, what was it? Hail Caesar in theaters.
That was not good.
It's the only movie I've left.
Yeah, that was
halfway through.
That was not good. Honestly, I don't love their Clooney collaboration. I don't like whatchamacallit. Where Are Thou? Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
I didn't like that. I didn't like the one with Catherine Zeta-Jones, and I didn't like Hail Caesar. And I didn't like the one with Hanks. When they did the Lady Killers remake with Hanks, that was not great. But they have created their own distinct world, which I like. But I like them, when they were in their sweet spot. I actually like the one with Billy Bob Thornton too.
Oh. And another thing, yesterday you guys said Will Smith hasn't been in any big movies, like hits that, are made for him.
No, dramas.
No.
Where he's like
he hasn't had that great dramatic role.
Yeah, he has Wild Wild West.
That's true. That's
yeah, you're right.
All right, Sheldon, we'll talk to you later. Good to hear
Keeping
from
us
Sheldon.
in line.
Great streak of Sheldon continues. Somehow. I don't really know how he does that. How does he do that, Steve?
I have no idea.
He's just always ready.
I guess. I mean, Minifans, get on top of it.
I wonder what time he starts calling. He must know.
Well, he's West Coast time, so it must be really.
That's true. He's in North Dakota. He's out in the ocean, so can't be easy.
But there's got to be we must do it around the same time every day. So he starts call. He knows to start calling it. 9:35 or whatever.
I think we understand this. The system he tries to do it, Mike. But I'm just surprised.
You said, "What was this? How does he do it?"
Well, I'm saying I know everybody calls at the same time, but he manages to get through all
That's
the
how he does it.
He's not the only one doing it.
Thank you for the.
Well, maybe he is the only one.
So what you're saying is. He finds a certain time of day and keeps calling.
Correct.
Keep
up.
I thought
Get
maybe.
up to speed here.
I thought maybe he was doing something a little. You think other people are doing things differently than that?
I do. Yeah, I think Sheldon's got it down to a science.
Maybe Sheldon uses speed dial.
Yeah,
I don't know if that matters
true.
nowadays.
That's true. Who knows? Well, all right, let's go. Steve, are they loaded up?
Kirk, they're loaded up.
Wonderful. Good morning.
Good morning. It's Fred the Elephant Boy. Hello, happy Cullen Day, Kirk.
Who am I speaking to? Father who, Mike?
Fred the Elephant Boy.
Oh, Fred the Elephant Boy. Oh, Fred, how you doing? I've never spoken to you before.
Happy Cullen Day.
Fred, you were my mom's favorite whackpacker. She loved you because I made her listen to Howard. My mom loved you.
I love her too. If you remember, I like girls. I mean guys, but I don't play game.
Right, I remember that. Yes. What do you got, Fred?
How about Mike?
Yes, hello.
Hi, Blind Mike, he said. Yes.
How about Mike?
What's up, buddy?
Hi, Blind Mike.
You are into groups, not to play a game, but you Alba, me?
Ooh, are you down for that?
I would love to, Elephant Boy. I'd be honored.
You're willing to have a threesome?
Sure.
Even in these times?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like he's a clean guy.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Fred.
That's not a clean guy. I shit my pants one time on the air.
Yeah, I do remember. That's kind of the issue.
See, I don't know. I've only heard reference to Elephant Boy. I don't know a lot about him.
Yeah, he's not the cleanest guy.
Okay.
You want to say hi to Steve, Fred? Have you talked to Steve ever?
I don't like Steve here, Republican asshole.
Oh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Anything else, Fred?
Here
you
go. I don't like conservative Kirk, a bunch of cocks.
That's true.
I didn't know he was so political.
Inside, yeah.
Sounds like a Democrat. Very political, Mike. If you listen to stupid show, you know this.
I didn't listen to Elephant Boy on stage.
Anything else, Fred? Or
I just want to know what I bring when I come over by Mike and Albert House. Food or dildo?
Oh, food or dildo?
Interesting. I mean, we could experiment. I'll
or
go
both
dildo.
by Mike.
What's that?
Or both.
Oh, yeah, both.
Can't you hear me?
Both would be preferable.
Yeah, how about a couple of snacks and a dildo? That doesn't seem
That'd be great,
unreasonable.
yeah.
An appetizer,
And then we could incorporate the food into our lovemaking.
That could be sensual, Fred.
Yes.
Great. I see you then, but only thing, Kirk, I need a ride. I don't drive. I don't work for the post office anymore either.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Yeah, Steve will drive you over. That's fine.
I did not take a ride from that concerned asshole.
Okay, I'll give you. You know what? I'll give you a ride. That's fine.
Thank Kirk. Love you.
I love you too, Fred. See you later. That's exciting.
So I'm not familiar. Is he always that
He can be combative at times.
Okay.
I don't listen anymore. I suspect.
Oh, is he still around, Fred?
I would be surprised, but I don't know that. I don't know if he is or he isn't.
He's one I've heard them talk about him, but I've never heard.
I know Stern
him on
got
the
salty
air.
yesterday at some point, but
really?
we'll play that later. Yeah. All right. Who's up next? Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dan in Brooklyn.
Oh, hello, Dan. How are you?
Hey, guys. I haven't talked to you in a while. I thought I'd call in and say what's up. I didn't even know. Is Mike still working? Is he still part of the show?
He's actually been a oddly significant and decent contributor to the show so far this week.
Okay, so I'm going to unlift the shun right now. Mike, you can contribute to this discussion.
All right, good. Go ahead.
You are the
I'll
boss.
use my executive power
Okay.
to unlift the shun just for this. You can't talk about anyone else. You can talk about me. You can talk with me.
Okay,
that's nice.
How are you guys doing? I'm losing my mind. I need something to happen here. I need something to what's the old saying? You can't start a fire without a match. I need that.
So
I need it right
I
now.
believe, with the boss wrote.
You can start a fire without a match.
Yeah, I guess. So have you seen the movie Boogie Nights?
Yes, of course.
Do you know the scene, the movie that Amber Waves makes when they speak to Dirk and Dirk is kind of getting a little big ego and he talks about how great he is, basically?
Yep.
There was a little bit of that. I almost texted you a little hint of that yesterday when Erica Nardini was asking you what makes you so special as a content creator. And you were like, Erica, I can't. I mean, what am I? What can I say, really? Like, I just, there's certain people.
What can I say?
There are certain people who have it, and I have it. Some people don't have it. I'm one of those guys who have it. I just happen to have it.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. I was born with it. I wish I wasn't. I wish I didn't have it, but I'm stuck with it.
Listen, it's a sad man who's living in his own skin and can't stand the people around him.
Can't stand the company. Get some Bruce lyrics going today.
What?
That's a Bruce lyric.
What is?
It's a sad man. It's a sad man, my friend, who's standing in his own skin and can't stand the company. Yes.
Oh no, I'm talking about content. I'm talking about.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get in the way. I didn't mean to get in the way. I apologize.
What are you talking about? You're so obsessed with Bruce Springsteen. It's so weird. It's very weird. It was a little awkward when you get asked on a podcast and basically that intro was wow. It was incredible.
It was.
So she basically told me I was the greatest ever.
You are.
But I think my point. You have the same thing. I see it in you young whippersnapper, you Kirk.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I
15-year-old son. I can't be that old. Young, rather.
There are some people out there who have that insatiable desire to just create stuff, and
right.
you're exactly that as well.
I'm looking, and some don't.
Right, and some don't.
Some are,
and some don't.
Right, correct. Some just don't.
Right.
Correct.
And some people they bring the smile to their the morning light, and some people don't.
I guess that's true. I suppose that's true. What's going on with you? Are you that? I mean, do you miss sports that much?
No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I'm actually fine. I'm actually having a great time. I mean, I don't know if you've seen. It's very.
I have.
It's actually very Minifan world-esque of this alternate world I've created where I own a toy horse track.
I've seen this. I have seen this.
And then I also have a coaching career going on in a video game that people are now taking very seriously. I actually feel like the Minifans, where it's there's a bunch of people who've created fake high school tapes of them playing the video game and asking me to recruit them as a coach. So yeah, I'm doing well.
What kind of are you more of a John Wooden type or a Bobby Knight type in terms of your philosophy?
I'd say Bobby Knight. I did a post-game press conference. I don't really take blame for anything.
Right.
So, my team gave up 42 points last night in a loss.
Right.
Now, I did have 6 interceptions, but that's not really on me. That's on the quarterback.
True.
Yeah, I control the quarterback, but again, that's not me. That's the quarterback.
Have you moved up the ranks? Because the last I was allowed to pay attention, I think you were an O coordinator at Florida State.
I'm still an O coordinator. There's a little bit of
not a lot of movement.
Well, I'm obese. Very obese.
All right.
And so I think a lot of schools are thinking, like, why would we put, resources into this guy
Your
if he's
health
going
is
to
a
have
factor.
another heart attack? Yeah, right. Exactly. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. And I'm trying to, it's the day after a big loss, just trying to pick up the pieces and put it all back together.
I watched you this weekend eat that entire ice cream thing. I actually watched the whole thing.
Gross.
I watched.
It was a milestone.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations! 1 million followers is nothing to sneeze at. But I'm just saying, I watched the entire. For some reason, I was mesmerized by it. I don't know if it was an ASMR thing, but I found it sort of
You
soothing.
might have been turned on.
Well, no, it's not sexual with ASMR, but I found it comforting
It is a
to
little
watch
bit,
this
though, no?
man. No. I masturbated to it.
Okay.
But I watched him. What was it? A pint or a?
It was a pint. It was so gross. My stomach hurt so bad.
I can't believe somebody suggested during it that you would eat pistachio. Who the fuck would do that?
Yes.
That's stupid. That's insulting. I'm with you.
It was crazy. And yes, there is an ice cream shortage in Brooklyn right now. Like that wouldn't have been my number one pick.
Yeah, cookie dough, right? No?
Yeah, cookie dough.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite one. Yeah.
Yeah, cookie dough. Maybe the fish food from Ben and Jerry's. There's a couple that are that are a little better than the peanut butter cup. But
that's a good one.
Pistachio. You'd have to put a gun to my head to eat a pint of pistachio in one sitting.
It's not a million, especially a guy with 1 million followers, isn't he? Maybe someone 900,000.
But I'm glad that you guys. What's that? Go ahead.
Are you guys? I was going to say, thank you on the congratulations on 1 million followers. Are you guys shadow banned still for all your hot political?
I don't think it's necessary to make fun of us for not having the followers that you have.
No. Don't let him shame you. Yes, we are shadow banned, you son of a bitch.
But I do think Mike's a fiercely political guy.
Right.
I mean,
Well, the only way you get to 1 million followers is by giving Jack a blowjob. Everybody knows that.
That's true. And when Mike famously said in the show, "Oh, I didn't read that story," the liberal nation right away said, "We're shadow banning this guy. Like we can't have this guy in our world."
Not PC like you cats.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Listen, you guys are looking for the map that leads you, to the place of 1 million followers, and I'll let you.
Look,
that's never happening.
We'll stay here on the front lines, protecting your right to do your little imaginary races and your free speech, and you can enjoy eating ice cream on video.
I'm glad you've created your own little world with your little high school. But in my world, I have the Mincels and the Minifans at war, and the guy who left the Minifan world who has tickets threatening to shoot up the Wilbur show in September. So we have our own issues right now.
You don't understand. They called MHB racist.
Yes.
What
you
the
get it?
hell?
Yes.
That actually happened?
Of course it did. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's going to shoot it up or not, but I mean, he might. I have no idea. It's 2 shows. I hope he does it at the first one, so we have to do the second one. You know what I mean?
It is a lot of work.
Yes.
It kind of suck if he came in right at midnight.
That's what I'm saying.
Although he could rescue you from the second meet and greet, that's
true.
not going to happen.
That's the thing. I mean,
Big Cat, what's your advice on a meet and greet at the Wilbur show in the Corona era?
Just do the 6 feet. Actually, I've been big on the 6 feet. I was saying this the other day. Like Kirk, this new world order is set up for Kirk Minihane.
Correct. I have no problem with this. I have no issue.
I was walking my dog, and I saw someone that works at Barstool, a third floor. So like someone in the tech team in my neighborhood, and we stopped and chatted, but we chatted like 10 feet apart. And it feels like you never actually have to like be in a full conversation with another human being. It's incredible.
Right. You're constantly at the point in the conversation where in a normal conversation, it's time to get out, which is the best part of the conversation.
Yeah.
You start at the end. There's none of the preamble. And you can also focus on just the one boring topic is fine. I mean, I don't know when it's going to end.
Your new hello is, all right, well.
Yeah. What are you doing today? And then you just leave. It's perfect. It's perfect.
And don't have to touch. Like you, I mean, you're repulsed when anyone touches you for any reason.
Yes, correct. I remember you touched me.
What.
That time you touched me was a little odd. That was odd.
I slapped you on the back, and you just like you went and ran into the shower. So,
well, I will say I'm never going to shake another human being's hand again. I don't think. It's funny. So let's just say we get back to some normalcy, right? And I have to go to a wake is it an asshole move if I don't shake their hands like in 3 years? Like the wife of a guy who died or something?
Eventually it will be.
Yeah?
If we're at the point where people are going back to sticking their hand out, then it'll be rude. Yeah.
I'd like to see the bow make a comeback. Just a nice
I agree.
bow.
I'm fine with the foot tap even. I've done it in many bathrooms at many airports. It's fine with me.
Yeah, right. Exactly. What are you, senator from...
yes, Larry Craig. Larry Craig from Idaho. Yes.
We're talking about this with the guy who was coughing. I thought it would be funny to cough on us in January.
You started this thing in January, which people forget.
Oh, did he? Did he do that?
No, you at that in that hotel room in Miami, you were coughing on us.
Oh,
hilarious! The Rudy Gobert of
yes, patient zero of Barstool.
You can't say that I haven't been consistent. When the Rudy Gobert thing happened and everyone was flipping out, I was like, it was kind of funny. Like, it probably wasn't smart, but it was funny to like do it at the time.
I suppose. It didn't age well, but
it didn't age well, and we've learned a lot more since then. But when he did that, I absolutely was like, that's 100% something I would do. And now you're reminding me I did that.
Are you going to follow up with Fauci? Do we have another appearance or no?
No, he's a little thirsty, huh? You guys want to get him? He's like probably 2 weeks away from coming on this show.
I think he's like a week away from doing like one of those pictures that Casey does on Instagram.
By the way, that we're brushing over. 2 weeks away from reducing himself to this show.
I don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's.
No, he did like a Snapchat the other day, so I think he is there.
That's true. He's in the Discord, I think.
Dan, you're a little bit closer to this whole thing being in New York. Is this going to be like the new thing that New Yorkers have a chip on their shoulder about because it was bigger for them like 9/11 was?
I'm sure some people will do that, but like being like New York strong and stuff. I just think it's a countrywide thing. Maybe I'm way off. I don't know. Everyone's staying
the whole country's shut down. Yeah, for sure.
It is a countrywide thing, but so was 9/11. But you know how they kind of had
it wasn't. New York City was more affected by 9/11 than fucking Boise.
Like 8 years later, they still kind of had the chip on their shoulder about
question. You're fucking idiot.
Here's the difference, though, Steve. Like, I'm trapped in my house. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not standing in front of a hospital, like, watching it. You know, obviously, I'm watching the news just like everyone else. And I feel like everyone else sees the news, and it's pretty horrific. But I'm not, like, it's weird, but I'm not doing anything really different than everyone else right now. And that's just staying at home and kind of, you know, making random worlds with video games and whatnot.
Hey, your co-host on the Yak is Rowan right now, right? You're doing an hour a day with him?
2 hours.
2 hours. So he sent out that thing about the talent show. I've been listening. He sent out a thing for the talent show. I responded to him and told him my specific talent. I have not heard back from him since our initial conversation.
What is your specific talent? Just talking about Bruce Springsteen?
No.
Talking about Bob Murgis.
Kevin Bacon game. I'm the master of the Kevin Bacon game.
What do you mean?
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. You know this. You know that game?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm the master of it.
Like, just name a celebrity and you can tell me what they were in with Kevin Bacon?
Well, or
he can relate it back.
Yeah,
all right, here's a tough one. Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke was in Diner with Kevin Bacon.
I know you fucking
Well, you asked the question. These guys have never seen Diner, by the way, which is a great movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Kevin Bacon has the best line in the movie. But Rome was looking for, the email I got was sort of quirky. He said somebody knows geography or something. I'm like, this seems perfect. The fucking guy's ignoring me.
Well, Steve recommended me as well, and it's weird. They didn't seem to want me either.
You did?
Well, you guys might be shadow banned. You might be shadow banned on the email.
That could be it.
Kind of.
I suppose that could be it.
Yeah, you guys probably are.
You mentioned walking your dog. You should on May 23rd take your dog for a. What?
Yeah, no. I'm. This could happen, and I'm down.
No, are you committing? Are you? No, you can walk if you'd like. Are you committing right now to entering and participating in the Dave Portnoy Memorial 5K on May 23rd with all the other Minifans?
And you can do it like wherever you are, right? Like,
remotely.
Okay.
No, it's going to be at the fucking Marathon Start Line. Of course, it's going to be. It's May. Yes,
okay.
You're in.
I'm 100%.
You're committing. Tweet it out right now.
You got to buy a T-shirt,
Steve. Tweet it out right now. You have to buy your T-shirt.
I'll buy my T-shirt.
You got to bid that way.
I'll have my T-shirt sent to me.
That's
but
fine.
I will absolutely commit. I'm actually not allowed to make fun of Dave's death if he dies. He took back that right from me. But I'm in for the memorial walk.
Good. He seems to be in a really good place right now. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. It feels like I'm definitely going to be wrong. It seems like he's never been more stable. But listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
He is is in a really bad spot. In a really, really bad spot. But I'm in.
Good.
I mean,
Other boy.
What do they say? The road is dark. And it's a thin line, but I want you to know I'll run with you anyway.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you being? What are you
I'm
looking?
just wondering when you were going to figure out how many times I've done it.
I know every time. What are you looking up to do this? What is your?
No. I'm on a 75 best Bruce Springsteen Pinterest board.
Okay. that is from tougher than the rest. That one. That's what that one is from.
I said to Steve yesterday. He's like, "You call in." I was like, I was in the middle of something. I was like, give me 20 minutes. I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to call in tomorrow and I'm going to see how many Bruce Springsteen lyrics I can screw up by a word or two and get you to be pissed off. So,
well, it does.
Here we are.
It does frustrate me. But I also, that's the thing. If I've never met Bruce, it's my, if he reached out and stuck his hand out, but I can shake his hand.
I can get you.
You'd have to do that
with Bruce.
You
want me to get you with Bruce?
Yeah,
I'll get you with Bruce.
So you get me on a private plane to the Super Bowl. That didn't happen.
That's true. That is true.
A boulevard of broken promises.
Yeah,
he hadn't made his money yet.
That's true.
I'm going to be in this walk though, so that's our promise to bring the truck back.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you want me to now? Like, are we staggering it? Should we stagger it throughout the day? And
we all start
go live.
We're all starting at 10 o'clock. We have we have an app through when you get your number, you'll see we're actually going to broadcast the race. You'll be able to listen to it live. We're going to have broadcasters doing it all around the country. People will be participating in this event. Trying to bring, our great boss, Dave Portnoy, the not yet late Dave Portnoy, sent a really inspirational email out telling us not to perform any charity works and to just raise money for the company, which I thought at this time made some sense. So I said, well, let's get stepping. The boss says to do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, these are my favorite emails because we haven't had these in a long time, but like the old school Dave
emails. My first real one
back out.
Yeah. That was my first real one.
It's the best. But I also now I would appreciate if you guys would then donate to my charity drive.
Sure.
So PFT and I are going to bike a tandem bike around the island of Manhattan.
I saw this. I will do that.
Podcasters of America, which is you guys are affected. You're an affected class here.
Of course.
You've been impacted by all of this. So podcast downloads have been down across the board in the industry.
Yeah.
Not just talking about Barstool, the industry, because people aren't commuting. So we need everyone to go subscribe to a new podcast if we're going to do this bike ride.
Okay, I'm in. We will get the details. I will definitely donate. Do you? So for
no, the donation is literally you just have to subscribe.
All right, I'll subscribe to Pardon My Take.
Any podcast.
I subscribe. I subscribe to your podcast though.
To any podcast.
We have to subscribe to all.
Thing.
Okay.
It's a rising tide lifts all boats. Ronald Reagan said that.
He did. That was funny when he said it.
He's a magnanimous guy.
Do you find with us? We do it every day. I find when I talk to a lot of people now, especially ones who have kids, that they are, trying to listen to a little bit every day, they're just like 5. Some people say I'm a week behind. When you talk to people, I imagine you have the same conversations, no?
Yeah, absolutely. And I did have this point. My son's 10 months. Your son's in college already.
16
but,
now, yeah.
So,
just turned 16.
But I do think there's two Americas right now. It's the people with children and the people without. Because the people without are basically living just an extended, it's just college again. Just kind of sleeping in, hanging out. Some people are obviously working remotely, but a lot of people are playing video games at all hours. Hank has been on Call of Duty for, I don't know, 15 of every 24 hours that exists in the day. So it is a weird existence. We're trying to juggle both. And yeah, I've been behind on everything. I don't listen to anything. I don't do anything anymore. I just try to go day to day.
I haven't heard Brooks Koepka yet. How was he?
He's good. He's good. He is the reason why I love him is he is one of those guys who is incredibly talented, but I honestly don't think he really cares that much.
No, I love golf more. I love golf more than Brooks Koepka does, for sure.
Without a doubt, he doesn't even like golf.
Right.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Doesn't even like it. Yeah, it's
he's like
very
a cyborg.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
Right. It would be like if you didn't like doing podcasting as podcast Jesus.
It's hard.
It's kind of like that. Yeah,
it's hard. There's some days I don't, but then there's some days I do. All right. Well, so you're in. Feel free to call anytime. We will talk to you down the line, I'm sure.
Yeah, this will be therapeutic. I'll just call in and maybe I'll learn some more Bruce stuff. Let me leave you guys with one last thing.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you.
You say you don't like it, Kirk.
You know I'm a
you're
liar,
a liar.
Right? Yeah.
Because when we shake hands,
fire.
Fire.
It really is.
Fire.
All right, goodbye.
Fire. All right, goodbye.
See you later.
Thank you, Dan.
Dan from Brooklyn weighs in.
Yes.
The ban was lifted, now closed again.
Thank God. I was so electric during that. I'm glad I got to participate.
You were good during that.
Yeah.
It's in moments like those where you see how the band's really been hurting us.
Yes.
Well, now you have a real A-lister joining up.
I know.
Participating in the 5K. So
That's
hopefully gives us the $1 million retweet today, Steve.
And I'm sure he'll remember and definitely participate.
It's not like we were fishing for that retweet.
Well, you asked me to do that yesterday. We talked.
I did.
So there you go. So thank you to Dan for doing that. All right. The calls still lined up or have they bailed now?
Calls are still lined up.
All right, good patience. What a good sport, though.
Now, see what I think Dan did is he called at a certain time, and then he knew he would get through.
That's right.
Much like Sheldon.
He may have called a different line, but I don't know. Did he call with the rest of the people, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hello.
Impressive.
Yes.
401.
Hey, guys. Matt from Providence. What's going on?
Hey.
What's up?
He's alive.
Oh, it's the Matt
there's
from
been a lot of
Providence.
insinuation the past week or so about Steve's anti-Semitism.
Yes.
I come bearing hard proof.
Oh, good. Yes.
Okay, good.
Good.
So, as any good Minifan would know, there are few people who have done more research on the Kennedy family than our good friend Steve Robinson.
I think that's probably true.
And, so I decided to pick up a book you guys had mentioned on the show, Sins of the Father by Ronald
I see where he's
Kessler.
going with this.
I believe,
Uh-oh.
I believe you both
This comes
read
up
it,
all the
correct?
time with us.
This old accusation. Yes, go ahead. Yes, I know that book.
Now, as we know, Joseph Kennedy was probably one of the biggest anti-Semites in U.S. government history.
I agree, Steve. Would you agree?
Huge Hitler sympathizer, yes.
And he had a code word for the Jewish people of the time.
Okay.
It was Canadian geese.
Oh,
is that really
Now,
true?
as we know,
Hold on.
Fiery passion.
Hold on.
I can say that is 100% true.
So when you say you gripped a Canadian goose with your hands and you threw it into a toilet.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I say, how much do you trust Mike's vision when I said, I ran over a
Canadian goose.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, when he was talking to me about burning the Canadian geese.
Oh, God. Go ahead, Matt. This is good journalism.
So
right
I just
here.
wanted
See?
to make that connection for you. Clearly, Steve has been, mincing his words and giving us one set of facts while actually representing another.
It's not. Wow. You'll hear the show today, Matt. It's not dissimilar in the way Cullen danced around the truth a little bit, but while not really admitting to.
Yeah.
There's some.
I hate Canada geese.
You do.
Yes.
You might want to stop
there
saying
we go.
that. Now that we've
Once
exposed
again,
them.
proving my point.
Do you think they're cheap or no?
No, they don't have any concept of money.
Okay, I'm just asking.
He's just saying that the Canadian geese control Hollywood. Is all.
There are 6 Canadian geese in the world that run everything. Is that what you're saying?
No, geese can't run anything. They're just birds.
I gotta say,
but you hate them.
I hate Canada geese. Yes,
I know you do.
They shit everywhere.
They're invasive.
They are invasive.
They shit everywhere?
They get into our parks. They shit everywhere. They'll attack a small dog.
How about Orthodox Canadian geese?
I don't see any difference. I think there's just one goose.
Okay, I don't know.
community.
I'm just asking. All right, fine.
I gotta say, Menners can talk all the shit he wants, but Matt is the real boogeyman for Steve.
No question.
Between Miami and this now.
That's true.
At every turn, Matt's
That's true. And Matt's, has been in semi-retired. Maybe he's been doing this. Maybe he's been at work.
Well,
I'm impressed. He actually picked up a book
I've been
and read
researching.
That a boy.
I do have one question for Matt, though, based on a tip I got.
Yes.
Is this the first time you've called this week?
This is the first time I've called ever.
I can.
You
I
didn't
can
call yesterday?
No, I can confirm that. The
all right.
system tells whether he's called.
Someone thought that he may know my dad a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone thought that.
No, I am not.
I was thinking it was
not
somebody.
Mr. Geary.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, Matt. Good job. We'll talk to you. Thank you. Shalom.
Right. Thanks,
Excellent
guys.
work.
That's just good work right there.
Unbelievable. Canadian. Who would have thought?
Would you care to respond to that?
No, I'm just impressed that he read a book.
So am I, actually.
Here's what he does: is he downplays his investigator's intelligence, makes him look stupid.
That was good.
Well, I mean, I confirm everything he said. Yes, Joseph Kennedy referred
it all
to
checks
Jews
out.
as Canadian geese.
Okay, good. All right. Any more
He
calls?
also had a lot of Jewish friends.
The line's loaded, Steve.
That's what they all say, isn't it?
Loaded up?
They are.
All right, let's go. Good calls today.
Hey, Kirk.
Hello? I think we've had 3, but
Hey,
yes.
happy Cullen Day.
Happy Cullen Day. Same to you, my friend.
So, question related to the Cullen situation, if you don't mind.
Yes, we may have addressed it earlier on the show. If we had, I will let you know.
Sure. So, basically, I'm 25. I listened to you while going through college, and I feel like for younger people, it's easy to kind of believe the media as second nature, and to hear this Cullen situation and where people have gone through hardships and had real life struggles and kind of being selfish in your journalism to take advantage of that. I guess really my question for you is, where do you honestly see someone like his downfall going forward? You know, is it a situation like this again, or is he just going to kind of keep working for the Globe?
You mean if he fucks up again, or just his? You mean if he fucks up again, or just his future?
I just mean, like, you know, we know that he's making stuff up.
Yeah, we talked about
today. So
well,
do you honestly see that changing?
No. Thank you for the call.
I mean, what if he like sexually harassed some women in the office?
Well, that's different. But he's talking about this.
If he just writes another fake story.
His hell is he still has his job. That's true, but there is a certain amount of people, and it's not the average dummy Globe reader, but he is always tainted. Always, it is in his biography.
Yeah.
There's no. If you look up Kevin Cullen on Google, I would guess it'd be 3 of the first 5.
It won't be in his Globe obituary.
No, of course not. But they'll be written by Brian Marquardt. They'll be too busy, pulling out his dick and waving it at friggin', 20-year-olds. I'll look up Kevin Cullen on Google right now. I mean, I would think, right, Mike? No.
See, I don't know,
Or does he
because
get
it's a pocket of society that knows him as that.
Yeah, that's true. Wikipedia.
Section 2.4. On April 19th, it was revealed.
Oh, there you go.
Some nice passive voice there. It was revealed.
So you scroll down a little bit in the first, and you get New York Times story. Boston Globe columnist suspended after review finds fabrications. Globe columnist Kevin Cullen suspended. Kevin Cullen suspended.
Okay, good.
So I mean, I think
you're the only reason I know him, but I didn't know if he would have anything bigger than that.
It's weird.
No.
The name Kirk Minihane's not mentioned in the section on Boston Marathon bombing.
That's really
fabrications.
strange.
I wonder. I might have to get some Minifans to change that. I know they're like playing around.
Fucking shadow band.
The Globe did the real investigating.
All right, go ahead. Who's up next? Good call. Good young journalist.
Hello.
Hi. Just checking to see what how the ratings have been doing since every other podcast has been falling. I don't know. Just seeing how you guys been doing.
We just talked. We just had Big Cat on talking about it. He said podcasts are down all over the place. We're no different. But I do think with us, look, I mean, I'll compare us. Part of my take, obviously, they're a different animal. But with us, I think it's hard to skip. Like, you could skip a part of my take. You can.
Right.
It's hard to skip one of our episodes.
It's a soap opera in a way.
Yeah, in a weird way, I think it makes it more difficult for us because people are always catching up. They feel like they can't miss an episode. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. But have you guys ever tried to get Mike off the show?
Yeah, we've considered that. And obviously that is...
Well, I mean, we can't fire our blind guy in the middle of a pandemic.
Coronavirus, right. You know that. Now, don't make me say this again. But yes, I mean, do I think that would cause our listenership to double or triple? Of course I do. And people at Barstool said that to me.
Well, thanks.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, thank you for the call.
I like that he says, try like you're wiping the sweat off your breath. You're just like, I can't figure out how I can...
It'll be a heavy lift, you know?
Yes, it'll take some work, for sure.
I'll start locking the doors.
And plus the Wilbur getting pushed back. We need him at the Wilbur. He's part of the, so there's that thing too. So you're safe till September.
I imagine it's a headache.
And return to Madawaska. Can he be sober? It's this endless fucking thing. So we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully soon. That's
not yet though, pal.
Yes, that's true. He's a fighter. Yes. Hello.
71?
Hello? Why is this?
Speak.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, can you hear me?
Go ahead. What do you want? I'm not doing this.
Favorite Ed Norton movie?
American History X.
I'm not a big... it's a little too on the nose. Like, it's a little too... He's good in it.
Fight Club?
I got to tell you, it's not a great movie, but it's a really good studio kind of thriller. Primal Fear is actually a pretty good movie.
Guys got nothing on that. All right.
Is that what you wanted to know? I mean, I do like Fight Club. I like Fight Club a lot too. I mean, I do.
I like American
Did you read the book
History
first or watch the movie first?
I read the book first. Would you have a movie?
I've heard it's a good book.
It is good.
I watched the movie first, so I haven't ever gone back to read it.
Do you have any movie you want to offer, caller?
No, he's gone.
He's gone. Okay. There you go.
If I recall.
Are they loaded up, Steve?
They're loaded up, Kirk.
All right, we'll take a few more. Get out of here. Hello.
781.
Hey, guys. Kirk, thank you for taking my call.
Okay.
So I just started watching The Sopranos for the first time, and I'm about
I've not seen
halfway.
it.
You lucky dog.
We're
halfway through
219
season 3.
in before the Sopranos talk
It's
starts.
not bad. All right, go ahead.
And I just saw the episode where Olivia dies, and they use the CGI.
That's really bad. I don't like to talk about that. That's a bad moment. That's a bad moment.
That was one of the worst things I've probably ever seen on TV. Coming from such a great show, it's hard to believe.
I think that's what happens when you have Chase at that point had full power, and I think nobody could say no to him. That was season 3.
And that was a mistake that he made? That was season 2.
I thought it was
3.
Season 3. Because
season 3.
I think people were like, it's almost like, when Lucas does that weird stuff with CGI, he changes old endings, and like fucking nothing you can do about it.
I'll tell you how bad my eyes are. Didn't notice it till long after I saw that episode. Yeah, I just never knew.
And it's a bunch of old mannerisms. It's just repeated stuff.
When I went back and watched it again, I could tell.
I don't know why they thought that closure was necessary either. Like it didn't accomplish anything.
I will say one of the great.
They could have just had her die.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like he was going to be like, wow, it was not going to work.
One of the great South Park episodes is where they have, Glenn Lucas going back and raping the old episodes.
George Lucas?
George Lucas.
Say Glenn Lucas?
Yeah, sorry. Well, wait a minute.
Bill Lucas.
just Al Spielberg? Just call him Glenn Lucas? You know Star Wars. You've seen the movies a million times.
Yeah, I just misspoke.
Yeah, but Glenn...
I was thinking about South Park.
Glenn Lucas?
Okay, we can move past it. We got full phone lines here. We've got full phone lines here.
My favorite of those moments is when we were at Brendan's house on the Cape, because I was close enough to see Steve.
Right.
And he said, what name did you say that day? Fuck. Oh, Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I saw it.
Glenn Lucas is going to be a star
He remained
now.
looking down. And he goes, okay, all right, let's move on.
Oh, God. I will say, though, Unforgiven was on last night. That's my favorite Todd Eastwood film. It really is. It's so good.
Yeah, we good callers.
I'm more of a Mitch Scorsese guy.
617, go ahead.
He is good. Oh, Jesus, God.
Happy Cullen Day, gentlemen.
Happy Cullen Day. I am glad to see that Lester Hanks was, when he did the SNL monologue, he seems like he's getting healthy.
Well.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Glenn Lucas. That is unbelievable. What goes on in that brain of yours? I would love to see what's going on in there. Glenn Lucas.
Hey, you might have covered this already today. I got one.
We did a lot. We did a lot of Cullen today. Yeah.
Okay, no, this is not Cullen related. This is a faux outrage situation here.
Okay.
One of Steve's favorite artists has come under the Twitter gun a little bit today.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you saw that.
Who?
Michael Buble.
No! What?
Oh, Steve is going to have a lot of explaining to do now.
To back up some of that gay for Buble.
His consternation over Tara Reid. He might want to look up Luisa Lopilato. Okay, and there's a video of it too. Now, he defends certain people. I don't know if Buble is a Republican or a Democrat, but that might come up a little bit today. So I just wanted to give you the heads up. Luisana Lopilato.
All right, we're on it. Thank you.
Michael Buble is currently under fire due to a recent IG Live in which he forcefully grabbed his wife, Luisana Lopilato, after she talked over him. Oh. Similar clips have surfaced. Oh, come on.
His wife?
This is nothing.
I'm looking at it right now. It's a 7-second clip.
Of course, this guy's going to defend her.
Hola chicos, hola chicos, hola chicos, yo soy Miguel Burbuja, and mi muy linda amiga.
Can I say?
Well, she just gives him a little elbow.
Oh.
No, he gives her an elbow.
Yeah.
Pushes. I gotta say, it does. I mean, it does look a little weird.
Looks like there's a little flash of anger there, but
there is.
She was talking over him.
Ooh, now they're finding.
You're damn right, Steve. Someone's coming to my side of the street.
They're finding old video of him too.
She was getting a little lippy, and he put her in her place.
I mean, he's Michael Buble. You don't talk over the boobs.
No,
this guy's a monster.
Oh God, fuck off.
I'm glad at least two of us disavowed Buble.
His wife's a handsome woman, though. I gotta say. Go ahead.
Yes. Now, Mike, quick question for you.
Okay.
I know.
Are you still gay for Buble, Steve?
Talking about. Mike, are you ready?
Hold on 1 second, Steve. Do you remain gay for Buble?
I like how he's assertive and forceful.
Oh, Jesus. Go ahead.
He likes his 3
dominant on the stage.
Very rugged. I know Steve likes those type of guys.
True.
Now, Mike.
Yes,
I know you go with the old school method. No lubrication when you're pleasuring yourself.
I am a dry guy. Yes.
Now, dry guy. Now, question remains. With Mama Geary, how do we do that? Have we covered that yet? I haven't heard that. How do you?
You might want to address that, Mike.
Well, I believe after my investigation, the world learned that she's, all systems go down there. So no lube needed.
Are you still sure? I mean, that was 4 or 5 months ago. She's getting older.
That's true. I've not seen her in that amount of time.
You haven't seen her during this whole, you guys just doing a lot of FaceTime phone sex?
I was going to say, she must be getting lonely during the social distancing.
Yeah. Well, she's got her man there.
Yeah, and I'm sure I won't regret leaning into this at all. So.
Look, you took the call. Well, there you go. Thank you.
Does that answer your question,
Do you think she'll go to any? Will she go to any concerts when we go back?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
That's a good listener.
That's
right
a cheap
there.
shot right
that
there.
Hasn't been brought up in a while.
Right. Yeah.
That was very funny.
Well, it hasn't been brought up in a while, but we got a lot of time on our hands here, so
I
there's only
understand.
so many JFK clips I can reference.
Yes,
Good
hopefully she'll be going back to shows.
That was a good bullet in your gun to play that were. I give you that. Well done.
Hey, he saw a shot and he took it.
He did.
Yes.
He really did.
That's very funny. It was a funny tragedy that day.
I'm sure she was there.
Just letting the jokes rain down on us.
Kevin Cullen Geary. I'm sure she can still smell it on those nights when she hears a country song.
The sickest thing is when we were driving down to Foxwoods and Mike told me that story, my first instinct was, we got to tell Kirk about this. This is fucking content,
what was your reaction?
I said, I don't know if we should because it might make it weird to make jokes about my mom. But shame on
Oddly
me.
enough, we managed that.
Shame on me for not realizing.
Shame on you for thinking I may be a man of compassion
Yeah.
and understanding.
Foolish of me.
You learned your lesson. Are they still lined up, Steve?
They're still lined up, Kirk.
All right, good. I'm enjoying this Cullenversary today.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, what are that? Two people?
We got two people.
Yeah, we had two on for a second.
That could be
207, you're up.
Good, 207.
Yeah.
The great state of Maine.
Oh.
Hello.
What's up, boys?
What's up?
So I have a cooking suggestion for Steve for his next episode.
Sure.
Canadian geese is what he wants, apparently.
Well,
oven's not big enough to fit a
I don't know
whole
if you're
goose
a
in.
fan of lamb, Steve, but how does breast of lamb sound?
I actually have some lamb in my fridge. I was thinking of doing a slow cooker and making some lamb tacos.
Ooh wee! Love that.
All right.
Yeah, throw a little anchovies on there, lemon.
Anchovies
oregano,
on
chili.
lamb, really?
Don't teach the painter how to paint, you know?
Again, don't tell Beethoven how to play the piano.
Right.
Damn it.
All right, buddy.
Mentioned Disney earlier. Steve's a big Walt Disney fan, I believe, isn't he? He's one of his favorite celebrities, isn't he?
Not so much for the art, but he kind of respects the man.
The man himself, yes. Yeah, I understand that.
Oh, so he wasn't afraid to express his political opinions. that's
Steve
for sure.
Schott, former owner of the Cincinnati Reds. All right, we'll take a few more calls here. It's a lively call about lamb and anchovies. It sounds disgusting, by the way. Well, I've never had lamb, to be fair. Hello.
Really?
No.
Just like you never had Wendy's.
Huh?
When the hell have I had lamb in my life?
Hello, is Steve there?
Guy.
Who am I speaking to?
This is Michael.
Buble?
Michael who?
I am looking for Steve.
Okay, go ahead, Michael. You can talk to Steve on the word.
Are you calling from Australia?
I was given this number to call in, and it was from a very, very short midget man that I'm friends with, and he told me that Steve would be able to provide pornographic video of his wife.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Jesus.
That's ridiculous. Steve, please answer this. Feel free to criticize this man.
I think that's erroneous.
It was this very short man that told me about
We've
this.
got it. We get the joke.
Very, very good videos.
Given his nipple piercing arrangement, I don't think he's really into women.
Well, what's that supposed to mean? His shows have sucked lately, by the way.
I've seen his videos, and that would be true, but we're not here for that.
I love that this guy is giving no commitment to the accent.
All right, we'll talk to him.
He doesn't
Good
care.
try.
I respect it.
I'm on my Menors. I'm doing Menors tomorrow night. It better be better than the last
Is he
couple of
gonna bring
shows,
the
which have
fire?
Sucked. Oh, terrible. Don't you think?
Just
Do
a
you think it's-
one-trick pony.
Yeah, I'm starting to think
Is it
that
just going to
too.
be him saying that you should fire Steve? Or no, well, he might shake it up and say you should fire me. He's been down on
Maybe.
me as well.
Maybe
fire him.
he saved some big anti-Steve bombshells for the episode.
Maybe, because he's right now, I'd say, the first cut if we have to get rid of some guys, some shows. To bring in some big new ones. We got some big shows lined up here.
Yes.
Well, we got to make room in the lineup. There's only so many shows you can put on your YouTube
That's
channel.
what I mean, right.
have
it runs out.
Have you seen the Minifans show about stonks?
No, what is that?
So this guy, he's a stock market expert. He started investing in the stock market a year and a half ago, and he's here to tell us what he's learned.
Oh, good.
On the street.
Is that more valuable than Menors sitting there bitching and moaning and fighting with poor Steve from Providence?
I don't hate the idea.
Yeah. So you're saying you're fine with Menors being replaced by him, Steve, Mike, for the record?
Sure.
Okay,
yeah.
good. All right.
I'm sure he'll like that.
I
too.
value your opinion.
Yeah.
Good. Who's next?
413, you're up.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, this is a female.
It sounds like one. Yes, it sounds like one.
Yes. So I'm new to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Been listening.
Okay.
Listening to the yeah.
No, go ahead. Continue.
Sounds like a lot of attitude.
Yeah, really. I don't think hell, you're so mad,
sweetheart.
You're so mad about toots.
You're in the men's room now.
God, let's go.
I know. I can feel that.
right.
So I listened to the show about Tara Reid.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting.
We don't need a recap here. I know what I'm doing. What are you calling for?
Well, I'm curious for Kirk why you hold everyone at Barstool to such a high standard, but then you let blind Mike just coast on mediocrity.
You know what? I apologize for my earlier attitude. That's a very, very, very... Can I tell you the reasons why?
Please.
Yeah, I'd love to hear him.
He's simple. He's sweet. He has a nice... Inside he's this nice, simple, sweet,
thank you,
blind man. And I've had family members who's reach out to me and say, you can't get rid of this guy. He may do something to himself. So I feel tremendously burdened by that.
Right.
So you feel bad for him.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Don't you?
It's a sympathy position.
Do you think he ruins the show? Many have said that.
I don't think he ruins it, but
Okay.
I think, he's got to step up his game a bit.
I'll take that.
So you're
Better than a lot of criticism.
So you're a new listener to the show, and your first instinct is not that the show is good, but the mic is bad.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Okay. Well, that's going to be an issue going forward.
Mike claims he has sex 6 days a week. Do you believe that?
No, Steve, why
would
do you
that be
have to
undermining?
why do you have to ask a woman that?
Not anymore.
Because I'm just asking. Do you think it is undermining his performance on the show because he's just so satisfied all the time?
Oh well, no, it's the opposite lately. I'd say it's less frequent.
Less. Yeah,
Maybe
is
that's
that right?
the problem. Yeah.
Could be it.
Yeah.
But you've been better recently.
Oh well, then you're right. Maybe it's been the problem.
What would you think he has been?
Yeah, you yourself told Big Cat he's been better. He's been on a little bit of a kick.
Just being nice, Steve. Jesus Christ! Don't take this shit. You think it's a
Right.
real show?
Right.
Anything else, caller?
No.
Toots.
I appreciate you taking my call. Have a great day.
You as well. Thank you.
And I will be listening.
Get back in
great.
the kitchen, sweetheart.
Yeah, sounds like he's 4 drinks deep. Let's go.
From the 413, that was disappointing. My neck of the woods. My people
Typical
turning on me.
hayseed Western Mass
Exactly.
idiot.
Yeah, there's simpletons out there. I'm the best of the bunch.
They went to the big city of Holyoke one day. If everything goes right, go to the mall, walking around.
Oh, you know the Holyoke Mall.
I was about to prep school like 10 minutes away from there.
There was a Wetzel's Pretzels there, I believe.
There was a movie theater there. Is it still there?
No, not in the Holyoke Mall.
There was when I was younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or there was one like outside it or something. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
That was a big Friday night at prep school. You go walk around the mall, have dinner, hang out with your buddies at the food court, then go see a movie.
There used to be a Regina's in that mall, too. I think it's gone.
I think that's that's post when I was there.
Okay.
I like a good Regina's in the food. I miss Regina's. God,
That one wasn't great.
No?
It was like Sbarro's, basically. So that's what I always thought Regina's was until I came out here.
My favorite pizza place when I'm in New York, Sbarro's. Hello.
Hola. What's going on, guys?
What's up? Are they still lined up,
What's
Steve?
saucing?
They're still lined up, Kirk.
What's saucing? What do you want?
Hey, guys. I just wanted to call with a little bit of a PSA for you and the listeners about some misdiagnosis of the COVID-19, if I could.
Sure. That's what we're here for, ultimately.
Yeah. So I got a good buddy of mine, Chris, was feeling the symptoms last week. He had shortness of breath, headache, fatigue. He had the loose stool that they talk about, so he wanted to go in and get tested. He went to his doctor this week. He's really nervous.
Sure.
He's been doing his part, trying to keep social distance. He went in, doctors ran some tests, and, he's waiting there in the room. The doctor came back in and said, yeah, I'm sorry. You did test positive for the coronavirus. And, he freaked. He was like, the coronavirus? I've been doing my part. I've been social distancing outside of, just one quick stop at a rest area. I've really been, I haven't left the house, left the car.
Okay.
And the doctor said, no, not the coronavirus. You have the coronavirus. A lot of people know it as HIV.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Quite a walk to get there.
I thought it was worth it.
But I enjoyed it.
Well, I smelled it about 15 seconds ago. I said, there's a payoff for this. So some people call it...
Nobody made the connection to the coronavirus,
So some people call it...
they have. They have.
Trust me. Yes, you're not... So doctors are calling it the coronavirus.
After all these years.
Yeah, that's the new name. Because
So he's the Lou Gehrig of it, in a way.
Done by,
Sort of, but it may be like 30 years late.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, at least it's finally got a public face. Like, for a while, it was Magic. Now it's Corano.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to have him come in here tomorrow. I'm like Karl Malone. I'm not going near these people.
He's very thin.
It's crazy when it first happened. Karl Malone was like, I'm not playing basketball.
Not touching him.
I don't know. All right, thank you. We'll take 2 more, Steve, and then we'll call it a day here. I think the people want to hear the show today. We'll give it to them. Fucking give it to them hard.
Hello?
Sweet of you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
How's it going?
What do you want?
I have a serious question for Mike.
Ah, God.
Okay.
So, Mike, since Alba is very close with your father, I have a really serious question.
Good. I'm
So
good.
serious. All right.
Good. Yeah.
How does your dad's dick taste?
Oh, why didn't you? I never really thought about that.
Hey, you're fucking your dad in the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
sort of.
Who's to put it past me?
About it.
Who among
you
us?
Play with your mom. I
Should
can
fuck both your parents.
Right. Yeah. What's the
Now
difference?
That's a good point.
Alba plays with your dad. Maybe you can play with your dad too. So, I mean,
Right.
if you kiss Alba, she kisses your dad in certain places. Maybe you know
It
how
is.
to
Family comes first, as they say. Am I right, folks?
Somebody came with a gun to Alba's head and said they were going to kill her if you didn't blow your dad to the point where you ejaculated in your
she's
mouth.
gone. Sorry,
Oh, you wouldn't do it?
Yeah, she's not the mother of my children or anything.
That's
you know,
true.
come on.
You're all man. You're not doing
Yeah,
that.
And then
right.
Mike
I ain't
and his
gay.
dad swap spit, right?
What's that?
And then Mike and his dad just swap spit.
Well, that's not. I mean, that's again. You took it too far. Fine, goodbye.
It's just
I appreciate that you took. Add a serious question. You
a
asked.
haunting image.
That guy's going
That I
back
have
to the trading desk for fidelity.
The horrifying thing is that if I don't play along with it, it just gets worse. But now I have to just imagine everything you're saying. Go, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, funny.
That's true.
Just weighing these moral judgments in your head. So we've got a gun to Alba's head.
Tough question.
It is.
How recently has my father showered?
All right, last call. I hope if it's a good one, we'll wrap it up here. I think.
Am I on?
You sure are.
A good start.
Wow. I've been calling in for months since I started working from home.
Yeah, Sheldon gets in every day.
I got a question for Steve.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could teach yourself to do something you've never done before, what would it be?
Probably speak another language.
Sure.
What language?
I think probably the most
Yiddish.
useful at this point would be Spanish.
It's a very hard thing to do when you're older, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, kids can do it.
Yeah.
No problem. But like I've thought that too, but it's work.
Yeah, my girlfriend wants me to learn Albanian, but I just don't think I
I
can
don't
even
think you
do it.
I don't think you need to do that.
What a shit language to learn,
No
too.
shit,
There's no
exactly.
usefulness
you should tell her.
whatsoever.
You should tell her to learn English.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Coming to my side of the
United States of America. Fuck out of here if you don't like it.
Love it or leave it,
Yes,
sweetheart.
Albanian.
I'd like to learn how to be funny, 860.
Well, that's...
All right, that's good.
Is that what he was
And,
giving
Kirk,
up to?
Yep.
Do you put milk in your hot chocolate?
I do not. A savage.
Yeah. Good.
I
I don't
hot.
either.
Piping hot.
So how many times have you been calling in?
These are your questions?
I don't know.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
I respect it more, honestly.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. How you doing in the quarantine? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Living the dream, working.
Are you going to be running in the 5K?
Yes, I have been. I've been training.
Attaboy. Go sign up for it. KirkMinihaneShow.com. We'll see you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. You seem like a nice guy. I don't think we can end with that guy. Are they lined up?
They are.
All right, we'll see if we can get a good one. This could take a while.
The way you say, are they lined up? It's like they could be like in a zigzag formation or
That's what I'm
something.
saying. Yes, who knows? Good morning. Morning still. Hello.
978, that's
Hello?
you. Yep.
I don't understand the pause.
So I was calling about Blind Mike. I've been listening to you, Kirk, since you were on EI.
I remember those days, yeah. So long ago.
Why don't you replace him with
I just don't
Mutt or
get
Gary
why
Tangley?
he gets a free pass on the Kirk Minihane show.
It's a frequent. We might have to put a FAQ on the podcast from now on.
Oh, I would say, like,
These have been asked.
to be fair, do you think he's gotten a free, like, I'll speak for a moment.
I do, because
I mean, we've really, like,
here's my problem. Here's my
go
problem.
ahead. You know what?
Why interrupt?
I'm going to go with open mind here, and if you talk me into it, I'll fire his fucking ass right now. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Well, I actually more calling to Mike, like, instead of whining about you not feeling like you're contributing enough, just be better. Steve, since the start of the show, has grown into like a really unique, funny character. On the show.
Immensely, yeah.
Very funny
It's
guy.
true.
Well, I would agree that Steve, you would agree, Mike, that the Steve Robinson that we knew
For sure.
is become
I've said that many
a different
times.
character.
Yeah.
I think mostly because of him. I
This
don't
has
think anybody's
been-
brought it
this
out
is
of
a
him. I
huge
think he's just
rift in
developed
my
on his
family.
own.
Right.
My cousin fully was on Team Blind Mike, and he's come onto my team.
You've
It's broken a family.
you changed the mind of family members. You've persuaded their. Oh, that's interesting. I do think, like, you forget. Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
He just wants to
shut up,
talk,
you
so
rambling fuckhead! I'm on your side, for Christ's sakes. We both agree he sucks, but shut up for a minute. Shut the fuck up, you fucking cunt. Shut up. Shut up. I do find it interesting. Yes. I do forget sometimes. I forget what we do as people are listening. There are people who have conversations at, like, dinners over this.
Right.
And this man, to his credit, boring as he is, shut up. You're hang up.
For a while, a guy said, like, no, Bonmike's all right. He's funny.
What's great is
one day he had enough.
What's great is this guy was so like me. They're sitting there, and he actually talks the kid into it.
Right.
It's up. He's like, you know what? You're right.
I like. I like finding that out.
I do hate him. I didn't think of it that way. All right, one more.
There's enough. He's had enough built up that he could convince him.
We'll take one more. I'm annoyed with that kid, but I like him. I put this.
He makes good points.
I recognize the thoughts. I'll just say that. All right, wrap it up. Hello. Be good. I want to go home.
Hey, how you doing, Kirk?
All right, I'm not encouraged. What do you want?
So I just have a few questions for you here.
Sure.
What is your opinion of what is in Marcellus Wallace's briefcase in Pulp Fiction? I know you're a big Quentin fan.
Well, I think a lot of people think it's
God,
the
right?
stuff. Well, some people think it's the jewels from Reservoir Dogs, right?
Oh, that too.
Right.
That's kind of what I've always thought in my mind, because you've got, there's such a, you have the Vega brothers, you have there's sort of that Tarantino thread through it. So I've always imagined it as that, but I don't know. That's what I always think of when I see it open.
Okay. All right, cool. And then I think I can guess one of your favorite lines in The Sopranos.
Go ahead.
Can I go?
Yeah, the floor is yours.
All right, the highway was jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive.
Yes. That was definitely a meta moment on that show, and they actually show Stevie kind of gives a little side look there. Yes, that is a good
little nod. That was nice. That was very nice. And then Steve, I got something for you if you don't mind.
Sure, I don't mind.
I'm starting to mind.
I mind.
I don't know if I know you're doing cooking with Steve. I'm a fan of that. Do you have any interest in cooking a brisket? Those are very difficult. I'd love to see you take that on. I know it's
Steve cooking calls.
It would be a challenge at least.
Yeah, I mean, I would, but I don't really have a good smoker. I feel like in order to do a good brisket, you have to smoke it. And I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could slow cook it. That's what I did with my my corned beef. But I don't know. I feel like to really give a good treatment to a brisket, you need a good smoker.
Fuck yeah! Thanks for the call.
What's the budget for cooking with Big Steve? Let's get a smoker in here.
Yeah, let's do it. We can make that happen. All right, one more call. I don't think. Do we have calls still?
We have a call.
All right. Hopefully, there's a lot of pressure on this guy. The call was hung on a long time today because of fucking Dan yapping.
Some guy
away.
Listen.
Hello?
Yes?
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So yesterday morning, all right, I took a shower, threw on my Tommy Johns.
That a boy.
Good boy.
All right.
Thank you. Yep.
I ate all the Smith Country cheese in my refrigerator.
TommyJohn.com. Hold on. TommyJohn.com/Kirk, by the way, 25% off. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. You're saying you're wearing them yesterday. How comfortable were they?
Oh, my God. Well, let me get to my story.
Well, don't get to your story yet, idiot. I'm doing a read, and then you can continue your story. I'll let you do the whole thing with all the sponsors. But Tommy John is the most comfortable underwear you've ever worn, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
How old are you?
75.
Okay.
It's a lot of underwear
how many
you've
pair of underwear in your life do you think you've worn? Different brands? Hundreds?
No, probably. I've only worn about 13 pairs
hundreds,
of
hundreds, and hundreds, right? Hundreds, no? Maybe thousands?
Really not getting it.
No, I'm going to stick with the 13.
Okay, you're an idiot.
Well, that doesn't help
So
us.
I've had hundreds, and I go to TommyJohn.com for the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn in my life. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. Get them right now. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. 25% off. They're so confident they'll give you the best pair you'll ever wear. It's free guarantee. You're not going to want it. You're going to want more and more and more Tommy John. The perfect fit for a guy like me who obsesses over comfortable underwear in this caller as well. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. 25% off. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. So you had your Tommy John on, then you took it off. Go ahead. You had a nice shower.
No. I showered, then put the Tommy John on.
I beg your pardon. A new day with new
Makes more
Tommy
sense,
John.
yeah.
Sure. Well, you could have worn it in bed.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. Yes.
No, I sleep naked. So
Okay.
I went to the refrigerator. I ate all the Smith Country cheese in
Okay.
there. Right? There was a lot.
Sure.
I drank all the Death Wish coffee that I ordered.
Nice.
Then I shit everywhere. It went right through me. I shit
Well,
everywhere.
I don't think that's going to help us out at all.
Well, this guy can't control his bowels.
Well,
That's
it's
the
just-
problem. It's
no,
not.
it's just because it's so
unique to him.
strong, you know.
It's so-
I
yeah,
shouldn't
but-
drink that
No,
much.
but it's not that strong.
Right. I mean,
it's not too strong.
No, it's actually their slogan is coffee so strong you'll shit yourself.
Yeah, I don't think that's really helping. I think we're going to have to
Going
work.
to shit everywhere
We're
uncontrolled.
going to have to work on that again, but okay.
let me get, and then.
No, sure, I'm starting to get away.
Check my underwear, right?
all right.
I just shit everywhere.
I got you.
Okay.
No shit on the Tommy John.
Well, I believe that.
That's good.
Yes,
So
of course.
So I suggest to everyone, all the Minifans, purposely shit yourself while wearing Tommy John.
I don't think.
No, again, this guy doesn't quite.
I mean, you're welcome to try, I guess. I don't. But I, as much as I love Tommy John, I have to think if you shit yourself, there's going to be some ramification in the underwear.
Try it.
An important note would be simply saying the name of the company is not promotion.
right. I thought we had something going here.
Listen,
I don't.
All right, I just wanted to say one. Can I just say one thing?
You're welcome to say whatever you'd like.
Yeah, Mike, I know you get shit on a lot, but
Go ahead.
I would actually suggest people go back and listen to some of the earlier stuff. Like I think one of Mike's funniest episodes.
All right, Steve, we're good. Hang up. Steve, we're all set. All right, thank you.
Well, if you think about it, it's not really a compliment. He's saying you were good early
That's a
on,
good point.
and then you stopped being good at some point.
But I even have to say to Steve, Steve was going to kill the call. Yeah.
It's because we're the best duo in Barstool Sports history.
We're what?
Fucking best duo in
Barstool Sports history. Yes, we are, motherfucker.
Well, thank you for trying, sir.
He's a good man, that caller.
He was a good guy.
I'm sure he's one of the great ad readers in history, but that's okay.
We still
I threw up after eating the. I'm saying he was. Never mind.
I got you.
He was Mike was stepping on us again.
Yeah, that's me.
Still on for pizza in the park
yourselves.
after?
That'd be nice.
Oh, I'm stepping on this creative bit.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
Today,
it's so funny.
5 feet apart.
Everyone remembers that great bracket you two were in.
5 feet apart. I think today is the day. I forget. Where were you in that bracket?
Well, let's get out of here.
What do you mean?
Let's wrap this up.
Well, I like Death Wish coffee. I don't know. You know, I shouldn't. I'm not sure. But you, Steve, for a moment, can you advocate for that? I know it's not. They don't have us this week. Oh, it's right there. If you
I had some this morning.
If you had any bowel issues after having that?
No, I have not. Good. But actually, again. I get back to the convenience of the cold brew. It was, I forgot to make coffee last night. And
we're not doing
my
free
coffee
ads
pot,
here, Steve. I got you. We're just trying to backtrack after that idiot caller. But we love them.
Mine showed up and it's excellent. By the way.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask. You got it?
Yes.
It's good. Yes, good. Is your Alba having it as well?
Loves it. Very excited that we have
Warthog?
I assume the Warthog probably.
Did you live with him or no?
I don't know. No.
Oh, who's your roommate? I mean, I don't want the fucking.
I thought you don't have Corona-era roommates.
Someone that used to work for Intercom, but no one you would know.
Do I know him or no?
No.
Is that the guy who fucked up at the movie theater?
No, I don't know who that would be.
The Patriots Day one that you talked about?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, you don't know them in any way.
What was their job at Intercom?
Waffles.
Same as me.
A CIA agent, Mike?
Same
I'm not
as
looking.
me.
Oh.
Street. I'm just saying you wouldn't know.
You had 2 street teamers living there? How did you guys afford your rent for all this?
He was. I think he was eventually like higher up in promotions.
Yeah, where do you go after that? Like, if you're a street team, what's your goal?
Your goal is to.
I think Carlson was a street teamer, though.
Honestly, your goal is to do what I did. Like, you think that you're going to
be on the air?
Be on the air in production or
Because
something.
I do think a guy like Carlson was a street teamer. And I think you get in the company,
a lot
right?
of people, there's a guy, the head of marketing was a street teamer also.
Oh, what was his name?
Adam?
Yeah,
Ralston?
Ralston, yeah.
Yeah.
He was all right.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Yeah.
He's gone, right?
Yeah, he's at iHeart now, I think.
Oh, is he? Oh, well, maybe.
Yeah, right.
I hope he is. I liked him. I think I liked him. I don't think I hated him.
No, he was a good guy.
RedDogCompany.com, RedDogCompany.com, TommyJohn.com/Kirk, and of course our great friends at DrSheffieldNaturals.com. KirkMinihaneShow.edu is your place to get your
.com.
Nope.
What?
KirkMinihaneShow.com.
Oh, we're gonna have a college soon enough.
That would be great.
Trump had one. Why can't we have one?
Right. I
We
like it.
indoctrinate. Shouldn't there be a class about Kirk Minihane in one of these colleges?
Honestly, if we really wanted to do some money grubbing, we could do the Kirk Minihane School of Broadcasting. And it's online courses taught by Kirk Minihane.
His old instincts.
No, I'm serious. We could bilk these suckers for so much.
I got a better one. I thought about this yesterday.
I think $1,000 for your role in an online course.
I'm in.
Do that.
I'll pay. I could use it.
What was I going to say? Let me look it up here quick. So I was looking at this the other day. We could do this. The box office in America last weekend, a movie Swallow was number 1, made $1,700. Number 2, The Other Lamb, $1,400. It's playing in one drive-in in Florida. If we wanted to, could we get our Minifan Madawaska movie to play one of these drive-ins and we could say we're the number 1 movie in America?
Wow. Ooh, that's interesting.
$2,000. I'd pay it.
Isn't there one right in Saco?
Yeah, but it's not open right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I thought this was like the heyday of drive-in movie theaters.
Yeah, but a bunch of them are now closed again. Yes, and
today is not the heyday.
Saco would not open in April. You know what I mean? It's 26 degrees at night. We could have the number 1 movie in America, like Stern.
Wow.
And we could be the master of all media.
I just pay $2,000 to be number 1. Who cares? I think it'd be funny. We have the number one film in America.
That would be very funny.
Documentary with Madawaska.
Yeah, I think we could do it.
You can do it?
Yeah.
Can we just set up? How do they with the screening at that place?
Yeah, you got to find a theater that'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I might just do it down there.
I mean,
but is there
knowing this audience, there's someone listening right now who runs a drive-in movie theater or a chain of drive-in movie theaters, and they're going to reach out.
We can have a
Can
conversation.
it be one theater?
What do you mean?
I guess that doesn't matter, right? If it makes money, but I'm thinking like, is there a number on the?
There's only one theater.
The number of theaters there has to be in.
No, I think there's number one movie in America last weekend was whatever the hell it's called, Swallow. I don't even know what it is.
Huh.
So I'd like to have number one movie in America. That'd be nice. The Madawaska documentary.
Very smart move, I think. It's good press.
Who could say we haven't? How many people could say the number one film in America?
Yeah. And you know how much press those other number one films have got.
Yeah,
This will really work well.
It'd be nice, nice to have. I think.
People who made Swallow are set for life.
They're all $1,700. I mean, Jesus. All right. And yeah, KirkMinihaneShow.com. Go sign up for that. Thanks to Big Cat. Thanks to, finally look back at Kevin Cullen. That's always I'm going to do that every year. If people don't like it, they can go fucking pound sand. Anything tomorrow, Steve, we have lined up or no?
Well, we've got to recap some of the radio.com shows. I was looking around yesterday. Right. It turns out that coronavirus might have a few more casualties at Entercom that have been publicly announced.
I'm flipping around the TV at night and I see a lot of Brian Scalabrine on that Celtics channel. So I don't know.
Working on radio.com too much?
I guess not.
I also don't think Nesson After Hours has been.
I would think not.
Come back. Lots of best of.
We're losing a lot of our friends.
Jerry, what do you do when you're at home and you're frustrated and you get angry? What's the give any video for the fans out there?
What do you do when your son's acting up again, Jeff?
Trapped at home with your wife, you love her, but I mean, it's kind of the tensions are boiling.
She
right?
won't shut up. All right, that's about the right way then. Goodbye.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.